Introducing the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019, presented by Google Play. 16 top gaming creators team up with the world's top pro players. Catch all the action and drama exclusively on YouTube. With millions of PUBG Mobile fans across the world, a new generation of stars competes for fame, glory, and $250,000 in total prizes. The road to stardom opens on July 1st. Join us and vote for your favorite star.
Hello everyone and welcome to the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019 online ranking session. My name is Contra.
And I'm Choo Choo.
And the show is hosted by VSPN.
And authorized by Tencent Games and PUBG Corporation.
And it's brought to you by Google Play.
And exclusively broadcasted only on YouTube.
That's right, and what's more, you guys can claim yourself some free gifts while you're watching the amazing show. And how you got to do that is pretty simple. Click over the settings and connect your PUBG Mobile account to your YouTube account. And by doing so, you can see a couple of buttons right there. Just select the connected accounts button and you'll be able to find PUBG Mobile. Once that's done, just click over to your preferred region of play and you'll be able to walk away with all of those good stuff. So without further ado, let's kick things off, and we're going to be starting off with Maximum Class real soon.
But before that, keep your eyes open throughout the whole watching of YouTube, because anytime, anywhere, there will be a pop-up button just for you to claim the reward. So if you miss it, it'll only be there for a couple of seconds. So keep your eyes open and watch out for that, okay? Like you said, it will be the match 5 for day 2. It will be the second day today. What are you looking forward for?
Well, I'm looking forward to a whole lot more chicken dinners, and we've seen so many great action throughout the rest of the days. And let's have a look into the schedule and rules. If you guys missed out on day 1, make sure you catch the bots on YouTube. And we're starting off the first match at 9 p.m. and UTC +8. We're going to start off inside Miramar TPP mode, and later on we'll see 3 matches inside of Erangel TPP.
And whilst for the point distribution, it will be 1 kill and 1 point there. We're looking at first place Chicken Dinner with themselves 30 points here, while looking at second place 22 points, following up 3 at 19 points, and we're gonna deduct a couple of points here and there until the 8th place at 8 points, and deduct every 1 point from there until the 16th place, which has no point at all.
I'm pretty sure nobody wants to walk away with that 0 point. And looking at the leaderboards, if you guys miss on the action, Bullshark is leading the pack right now with a total of 117 points in total, and a total of 35 kills being racked up right across those 4 matches. And Dita will be coming on to second place with a total of 26 kills and 95 points, followed by Gareebooo coming close behind, just 10 points short as compared to Dita with a total of 30 kills.
And looking at Ultra NIKITANGA, which is 77 total points, well, 14 kills, not that much, but they always make sure they are on the top 5. While Kronten, one of the most respected teams here, with 73 points with 21 total kills. We got 6th place, 55 point Dynamo, Sinshan at 7 with 54, and Mitchel 47 at 8th place. Rollexxx is not falling off that much behind with 9th place here with 47 points. 10th place RawKnee, RXY 11, Alice at 12, Kissel at 13, RawKnee is at 14. He's very entertaining to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And Gareebooo at 22nd points in total with 15 plays. Last but not least, we have Sulin with 40 points with no kills at all.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Sulin will be chasing with those kills and trying to top off this board, where we see Bullshark right now having a total of 14 kills. He's just popping off throughout the past matches that we've seen, and Gareebooo is falling close behind. It's just about 6 kills in total, and Kronten is 1 kill away from taking his spot in the sense. He's coming at 3rd place, so Kronten OP's got to work a little bit harder to try to topple out Gareebooo, as well as Bullshark, followed by Dita coming with 4 points, and Kissel 99 with 3.
Oh, there's a lot of kills to catch up for the rest of the team. Well, looking at this, there are, for those who just joined us, there are actually 16 creators all over the world, and they are competing within these 2 days of ranking online session. Within 2 days, we have 4 matches per day, which in total will be 8 matches in these 2 days.
Yep, and now that we're going to start off with match number 5, Miramar, we see it being really much of a high-octane pace, starting from the first match itself, which was also in Miramar, where a lot of teams booked their slot in towards St. Martin. This time around, I'm wondering what do we have right here. And yesterday, there's so many action going on inside of those Erangel TPP rounds as well, where we saw the RawKnee just going in towards the spawn island. Who would have thought? And to my surprise, like, some of the viewers have heard that, oh, before he started the games, he mentioned that, hey, I'm gonna go into the spawn island. Nobody believed him, but he did it anyways.
He's a man of his words. Mind you that whenever the gaming creators say they're gonna do something, they will do it. But before then, why are these guys competing, and what's so great about taking the first place? They know, and we all have to know, that the first one and the foremost, the top rankings, get to choose themselves the professional teams to advance forward later.
That's right. We have the road to stardom happening sometime in August, but we're gonna kick things off in the dusty dunes of Miramar really shortly. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the actions being brought to you by your favorite gaming creators, as we'll take flight into match number 5.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're right now into the match 5 of PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019 ranking session, and we're looking at the match 5 with Contra and me, none other than Choo Choo.
And we're taking flight from the corners of Puerto Paraiso over on the southeast side, headed towards El Pozo. So there's a whole lot of options on the table for some of these guys to get themselves in towards a secure town, where we see Mitchel dropping out first, heading into Puerto Paraiso, I assume. And the next one to hit off the plane will be Shinchuan, joined by the rest of the squads as well, flying over on towards Los Leones. Now, I'm thinking that Los Leones will see a couple of challenges right there. I'm wondering if there's going to be many teams that will hit towards Picado or so.
Oh, well, I'm waiting for some team to drop by El Pozo. It's one of the best looting places, but a lot of team kind of decided to just drop directly out onto the map. We're looking at Los Leones, like you said. I think it will be a super heavily crowded place there.
Yep, I totally agree. And on the first match of the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge online ranking session, we've seen Dita taking that chicken dinner away. Will it happen again? We're about to find out. Bullshark slowly heading in towards the city, and I think that he's dropping it hot in towards the stadium right now. While Kaichi will head towards the side of El Pozo, joined by the rest of the guys coming in from Sulin as well as Kissel. I think that's going to be quite a little bit of distance for them. I'm wondering where the first phase will be, and if it hits towards Ahumada, I think it's going to be quite a little bit of a journey for some of these guys, especially for those in the south side. Now, Rollexxx will be starting in for the Paraiso as well. Mitchel will be heading towards Impala. Now, over onto the south side of Los Leones, we do see RawKnee trying to deal with Xinchuan.
Yeah, I'm hoping it will be around Al-Azhar for the final circle. It will be more interesting to see everybody migrates into the safe zone way far behind, and it's going to be very punishing for most of the players because they are dropping around Los Leones, most of them. So, oh well, we're looking at a circle which is circling around the center of San Martin there. So probably it will be not so punishing, but those who are actually from the south is going to have a bit of problem. We're looking at a couple of casualties straight off the bat here.
Yeah, and we've seen a little bit of casualties inside Picado as well. Dita getting prepared to take on Bear. Bear's just trying to hug by the corners of the broken wall. And I think that that's pretty much central as Bear will be falling off with a great headshot coming in from Dita.
And there's a lot of strays coming on. I mean, it's a very beautiful one by Dita. Maybe can just finish up and secure that kill. But it seems like they are playing super safe here. While the rest of Kissel is trying to hug onto the wall, making sure that they not be ambushed from any other angle points. While the rest of them will just go in and charge for they are taking the ballsy move here. For Dita, they really want to kill.
And Hidra is trying to secure that kill, waiting for the rest of Kissel as well. They're taking this really safe approach, while Miffy tries to give a little bit of support towards his corner as Bear is still struggling to actually secure himself. Well, ARXY will be taken down by RawKnee, so BTR Alice will be the next one to fall as well. Not looking so sharp right there for the side of Alice's team.
Oh, there we go. He just secured a kill for RawKnee. Alice, the leader, is no more, but the rest of the team, I think there's 2 more to go for the Alice's team. Dita just managed to kill Kissel Bear just now. At the same time, Kyra is being down as well. So we'll look at Nippy.
Oh, there we go. He's just spray down, taking down Dita.
There goes. 1 more to go.
Oh, here comes the spray down coming from the side of Hidra. Managed to finally take out Miffy, while Kissel99 tries to spray it off from the corners of the window pane. Jumps back in towards the building, but now that it's all by himself, I think he better run for his life.
Yeah, or he just stays silent for some time, making sure that they exited out for Dita's team, and then only he can come out, because this is a very risky move if he goes out, exit now.
Oh, he's going to go in for the M16 taps once again. He's managed to call him inside of the building. Here comes a little bit of support from Sans as well. While Poppy will be able to take down to the Lin. 50% health. Oh my goodness, the flank! There we go.
That's a shotgun for you. There's no way they can do this! This is a big clutch coming from 99. He's with that one shotgun, killed them all.
Kissel99 going for the reloads, finishing off those 5 bullets off the shells, going for the painkillers.
This is bad. He only get 1
painkiller. Going for the nade. Oh, he's going to go in for the run. He's going to go over the push. Oh my goodness me! He's clutching it out in style, and my oh my, I'm losing my words right here for Kissel.
The shotgun did a big impact for him himself. He's only 1 person, but fighting out for his life. But Rama managed to just pick up one of the members that's left, and Kissel don't have any much bandage as well. We're looking at no first aid kit on him at all.
Here comes another push coming in from the side of Dita. A couple of shells being unloaded. Only 1 more bullet left. Can Kissel make it out? He's not going for the reloads as of yet. Here comes the nade being flung in, and he managed to escape. But there's a little bit of chip damage over on his side.
Yeah, he don't have that much anymore. Like, I don't know. I think he should jump out of the window if he wants to, but it's a little bit too late. He needs to.
Oh my goodness, my heart is pounding. I'm pounding it for Kissel99. He's still trying to find the rest of Dita's squad, and there we go. Kill being secured by Hidra.
But before that, he managed to take 2 down of Dita's team. That's a lot of damage and impact on that team as well. While Sulin is still going at it for Kronten this time. they were going against Mitchel's team and now picking off a fight from Kronten's team. They are really eager for kills.
You can see Kronten OP preparing that Mini 14. Already got the extended mag, while Burns is just putting under the hot sun. Here comes the tap, and the Poppy will steal that kill away. Oh my goodness. Third partying a little bit of that action across St. Martin.
Oh, Pappy getting that Sulin from the flanks, while the rest of the team are too focused on Kronten. OP trying to run the other way around, looking for an exit route, but it's kind of hard because he's a bit separated from the rest of the team. We're looking at a little bit of casualty done on Sulin's side. 1 is knocked, 9 is very low, and Sulin 02 just being picked up by one of his teammates. We have ARXY's team around the corner.
Well, I just managed to spot out a Poppy. He's just atop the hill, and as we speak of ARXY's members, he's going to go in with the UMP spray down as he managed to catch over on the captain, Sulin, right there. He's calling out for help. I'm not sure if they managed to support him in time. Here goes 9, trying to give a little bit of support right there, while we see these 3 teams duke it out inside of St. Martin. Kronten's all by himself. I'm not sure where the rest are. Of course, we've seen Burns getting taken out early on, while White Lynx.
Oh, this is my favorite team right now, the RawKnee. They are among the most. I think whenever they want to, they can pick up the fights like always, or they can just go somewhere interesting to watch.
Well, we've seen some interesting stuff yesterday.
Yeah, I'm hoping the same thing today. Actually,
the first round of Aaron. Oh my goodness! Oh, White Lynx just detonated Kronten inside of his vehicle, and I guess we have to say goodbye to Kronten now. So
oh, that was a nice tap, going on straight on headshot and just straight away knocked him down. While Magic is coming up from the flanks here, they are very segregated for Kronten's team.
We see NIKITANGA having Milk slowly moving in, and Joe's going to be keeping his eyes out inside of Picardo we go as he cuts across some of these house estate right across the middle section, trying to look for Stark, while the rest of them, NIKITANGA, is inside the office building. Sulin finds another one, and they finally took out a Poppy, and Mazik is trying to going for the couple of taps. Now, I gotta correct myself right there, because Kronten's team is still not out of the game yet, but we still have one more member left for the side of Kron.
Sulin gonna duke it out on to ARXY's team. Well, looking at Kron's is actually nowhere to be seen now. Still holding the fort right here. Try to wait for the right moment to open up his position, while the rest of ARXY is just going to go in and charge slowly. They are climbing on the second stairs of the first building here, while the rest of them is actually on the second one.
You can see a Poppy having some smokes thrown his way. ARXY setting the trails, hoping to not get shot right across the road, while Hoi jumps out the window, still holding on to its S12K, preparing for that invasion coming his way. He knows that he's by the corner of the wall, and he pops out some of these pixels right there.
Oh,
he knows where he's at.
Oh, that was a nice pixel shot. That's a lot of damage taken up by a Poppy. And it seems like he learned his lesson badly. Torty is there as well. They have to run for now and taking a little bit of a retreat, while White Lynx is just gonna do a little bit of covers.
There we go. A little spray down coming from ARXY. Next, second one to fall as Hoi punishes the members of ARXY. Now they have to deal with this situation. Torty's gonna hop right through the wall, trying to bait them up. And here goes one more member down, and instead White Lynx will secure Hoi right across. But there is still a couple more Sulin members right across the border, but they're not really hopping off to save Hoi as of yet.
Yeah, Sulin is playing it safe. At the same time, he was looking at Hoi to make sure that he got himself a little bit more covers to help to pick up his friend, while the rest of ARXY is being super alert mode. We have Magic actually telling them down. Look at that spray. Didn't hit anybody yet, but that's a beautiful spray. If only it hit a couple of taps, it will be a big time for the Sulin's team to actually buy some time to help some Hui there.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. A little bit of better speed control will definitely take down White Lynx, while Magic is still waiting to steal some kills up top, while ARXY finally gets himself that perfect spray down towards ARXY once more. So this was the second time that we see ARXY falling out. He's gonna pull out the Kar 98K, trying to tap this one off towards the side of Torty.
I'm still waiting for Kron's team to kill still ARXY right now, to be honest. But there you go, that nade finish off Hoi straight away. They don't want to risk out in the open, but still want to secure that kill with that nade given off. While looking at White Lynx, he wants to find an alternative to turn things around, While at the same time, they are losing their captain, who is just being revived by Torti there.
Yep, and then we see the members slowly dropping out one by one. Mazik is all alone by himself. I'm not sure if he's really well stocked up yet, and we see his captain burning out in the vehicle, and that was just a really great capture of the moment by the observers.
I like actually we saw how the explosion blows everything up. It was torturing to watch, but fun at the same time. Looking at the high rolls now, might duke it against Dynamo's team, while Nick is actually just camping out on this 5 stories building.
Yep, hanging by the top floor of the office, while the rest of Bull Shark will not contest them any longer. Rollexxx and the rest of the squad is just right in the middle of nowhere. Wow, perfect balance on that airdrop.
Oh, but then it's a risky one to take. But you can actually just kind of squat over and crouch if you can take it from the bottom of the other side of the wall. Yeah,
there should be no problem at all. But if anyone pushes it,
that one nade to kill you. Right?
Oh yeah, but the AWM is up for grabs for the side of ARXY, while the rest of Gareebooo just getting themselves in towards water treatment, as the next phase will be somewhere along the sides of Los Leones, Power Grid, Picado, as well as Martin. And Graveyard will be quite a good place to be at for the time being if they really want to go in sniping for some of these squads. Well, over on the northern side, Gareebooo is still all on top over on the side of La Cabrera. It's going to take some time to get in.
But then I'm looking at the south. We have Sichuan's team. They are only there. They're the only team actually on the south and in the blue tanking. And I think they're going to rotate very, very late. But that surprises me that Jong is actually in the middle of the circle, while another 2 of them kind of segregated a little bit into the blue. Not a little bit, I say far into the blue right now.
Yeah, I gotta say so. And within just 12 minutes of the game, we've already seen so many kills already, and now we're only having 47 more alive, and Dita securing a total of 4 kills. And looking at this side of Angry, we see him holding on towards the Scar L, spotting out members from Bull Shark once more.
This
is going to be a little bit tougher in the spray anyways.
He wants to kill, I can feel it, but he's just know that he can't take it off by himself. He needs extra backup coming out from different angles of that to confuse the enemy sometimes. You know you can't shoot from just one angle. It will be better if you can cover 2 or 3 multiple angles there.
Well, of course you need your squad to help you out in that sense.
That's why it's a team play.
Yeah, and looking at Xinchuan, I think Jae-hong definitely played out really well, especially towards match number 4 in the last round of Erangel yesterday, where they were just fighting off against members from the side of Bull Shark, while we see Hydra still in between some of all these ditches by the corners of the power grid. It's going to be a little bit hard to actually pick up the fight, while we see Coco trying to drive around alongside Xinchuan.
Did I just saw somebody with a level 1 vest and level 1 helmet just now?
Oh yeah, it's still, well, to be fair, I think that they just really want to book some early equipments and just go for some couple of kills. And when we talk about kills, Hydra managed to spot one out, and that's going to be a lob of the nade coming from the side of Siren, not going to be connecting at all.
Yeah, Hydra managed to dodge it right on time, and that was a really big few for him, because if not, it would be straight into on his knees. Looking at this, they still managed to keep tabs on him. A couple of damage being done. That's 10% of HP loss. Jong's still up there on the higher grounds there.
Yep. Jong just keeping him occupied for the time being, while the rest of Dita's squad is just hugging by the corners. And
they lost their leader.
Just the north side of Picado. It's not too much of a trouble for them to fall back into the city if they opt to do so, but they still want to pick up this fight. They're unhappy with Jeong as he tries to get some couple of headshots with that M16. Okay, Ben is going to find members of Xinchuan not too far away, and Ben is just trying to park the vehicle in towards the farmhouse. Not sure if it's a good plan right now, while Rollexxx is going to be loitering on top of the hill once more. Well, this is somewhat centralized for the side of Rollexxx, so they are trying to clip off anyone coming from Potado or even Minas Generalis.
I have a feeling this might end up in around a graveyard area, probably, looking at the current state of the circle. Well, the rest of the team, I do see a lot of people around Picado area, which one of it is Sichuan's team, who just gonna reunite on the other half of the team here. Siran and John has been in the middle of circle for some time, but the other two just joined in. We have Camus, Warong. I really love Bonk. We're gonna see if he's gonna pull any big clutches today.
Oh yeah, yesterday he pulled off that 1 versus 4 clutch. He just snapped 180 to get the second kill, and then he just went on a Godzilla mode, stomping everyone out.
Dude, he got 2 team wipeout just by himself.
Yeah,
How
2.
can in the same game?
Yeah, I gotta give mad respect to Bonk. And of course, Kenbu's squad has been pretty much on form. We're gonna have to keep an eye out on them. And who knows, they might just be the kill leaders this time around. And I'm not sure if they could possibly top off Bullshark's performance yesterday, because when we look into the scoreboard, he's currently leading the charts, and whoever takes the cake will, or should I say, chicken dinner, in that sense, will possibly be able to pick the professional team of their choice when they head towards the global rounds of the PMSC.
Probably they want to pick something or somebody that they actually used to play with. But looking at the current state, we're gonna switch into Dita's team and K7 Kaichi's team. The 2 ladies will actually gonna duke it out a bit, or maybe just face head on. But I think Dita just built that area as we speak.
It's not going to be easy task for the side of Dita, because they are kind of surrounded right now with about 3 teams around Dita's squad. While we're looking at Rollexxx, there is Bullshark right across. I don't think that they've managed to spot him out as of yet, but he's just making sure that the coast is clear, because this is just open space for them to snipe.
I don't think he actually noticed just Bullshark's team on the other side, looking at his current state of jumping here and there. I don't think he have any idea at all. But maybe if they open a couple of tabs, that might just expose their position. While looking at Mitchel's team, right now, they are waiting for the right moment or anybody to pass by around their area, around Minas. And we're looking at, like I said, it's around the graveyard.
Yep, graveyard it is, and this will force all these southern teams to fight it all out. We have Kaichi, Dita, Kidra, Bullshark, as well as Rollexxx, just being pretty close to each other, but they could still camp it out for a long time while Dynamo drives this way right towards the center. This might just be him trying to book graveyard, as is currently empty, while Kenbu will be facing off against members from the side of BTR. Alice, here comes Bonk, trying to tap out Lallis. Lallis being brought down to only 30%. And here comes the straight out. Oh my goodness, 1 more bullet will do the trick, but Bonk misses a little bit of those shots, and here comes the flip of the Batman. Oh my.
Super torture to watch. Alice is really in an ordeal right now. Like it or not, she have to heal herself. Bong is charging right in, but just in the nick of time, managed to put up almost full HP here.
Here comes a little peek there, but it will still be Bong's to take out this kill, and here goes another one biting the dust. So 40 more teams left alive, and over on the side of Kenbu, I think that they've got a whole lot in the back.
Yeah, that's a sharp and fast reaction coming out from Bong, who was trying to, I think that was the last for Alice's team.
Yeah, I gotta say that it was a rough run for them from the northern side. Here comes Dynamo Joker, trying to find ARXY again. Remember, he's being knocked twice early on. He might just bleed out real quickly, and he needs a little bit more support coming from the side of the rest of ARXY, which is quite far away.
Yeah, ARXY is the fragger right on top of Dynamo's team here, while the rest of the team just gonna cover him up from the back. Looking at this, there's the smoke being popped out. Maybe one to charge right in after the smoke kind of eluded him for a moment there. But Toti and Whiteley is kind of far behind. Can they actually catch up with this? Oh, he's actually just gonna bail this one out.
Oh, really smart move, just blinding out Smokey OP and just run all the way towards the back. Smokey's getting a couple of taps from the top as well. We see Sixless keeping his eyes out and takes down Joker, knocks him out, and he's getting a little bit of support coming from Spider. He's going to pull out that M16 with the 4 times.
I think
waiting
Dynamo,
for them to pop out.
Yep, but Dynamo is kind of already on alert mode because they kind of being tapped. Joker has been taking a lot of damage, which coming up from the high rolls just now.
Yeah, and it's just a tough place to be. And ARXY books their slot in towards the churches of the graveyard. Gonna pray for that chicken dinner while they're at it. As ARXY pulls out that UMP9. Masic still all by himself, but
oh my
Ben is
goodness.
just around the corner.
That's a very small space to work with for Mazik. If only Ben have one grenade.
Oh yeah, one grenade would possibly do the trick.
Will he throw it? That's the question.
Yeah, I'm thinking that he might just want to charge in, but he's being a little bit patient. He's gonna climb up the hill of power grid, and Ben's just acting
I don't
like
think
he's
he
no longer
knows.
around the corner.
I'm
thinking he
does.
knows. He knows that he's inside, but he's just
Why?
waiting it out. And when we talk about
Oh
it, it's gonna be
my
him
goodness.
getting taken down instead.
That was such a cheeky moment for Magic. He's just gonna finish this one off. Well, Ben can actually kill him, but it was the reverse situation instead. And this might just give a little bit more information for K7 Kaichi's team, but if only they just go and ambush that small hut.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's not really that much of a smart choice if they don't go in together, while Ronnie will have to deal with Rollexxx. Rollexxx going in with the AK sprays, and Juicy will be able to find Tuck with the headshots, and they're looking for more coming from the side of Ronnie.
Rollexxx trying to finish off Tuck, but he's kind of hard and open space, but that's an explosion coming out from that UAV. Tad managed to just, in the nick of time, get out from that vehicle, but then he will burn himself to death at that moment. He just...
Not just yet. I think that Ted could still heal himself up.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at the next phase, it will be by the corners of Picado. So whoever's inside of the town will be pretty happy about this. NIKITANGA is just by the edge of the south side of Picado, while Rollexxx still trying to take down members from the side of the Ronnie. We have Ted right across. They're both pretty separated. So how are they going to deal with this situation? I don't know, but hopefully enough, they might be able to take down Rollexxx in that sense, because he's been tapping out way too much, revealing himself.
Oh, big trouble coming up for Ted, because Rollexxx is just going on high
What?
rolling.
Ronnie?
Looking at this, he only have the covers from the smoke. Well, Angry has always been angry, but Rollexxx been return damaging. That's a lot. One more last time might just knock him down.
Immediately popping out the med kit, and we see a little bit of explosion off camera, taking out the Ronnie. I'm not sure it says that he took himself out. So here comes Ted having enough smokes to play with. Managed to book himself a little bit of cover down the ditch below, while Ash forward got that 40 bullets on that M4. So he's going to be trying to unload this towards the side of Ted. As Ted slowly marches forward to the Mini 14 as well. They're getting closer and closer. So I'm wondering, will he be able to take down Rollexxx though?
He probably will if his reaction is super sharp, and I know how these guys are very good at controlling the barrel. Looking at this, he kind of get the idea that Roll is just in front of him. So does Rollexxx, but they are kind of hesitating to make a move. One mistake can just wipe one out.
Well, they're just going to play a little bit of a patient game. The rest of Rollexxx are still getting himself some support from afar, pulling out the snipers, while right across the map we see the rest of ARXY's team are over on the northeast, while Angry managed to get that AW in towards the head of Mitchel, and instead gets still stolen there by the side of Drone.
Oh
He
my
will take that
goodness!
one out.
Well, it's it. Ted almost there. Oh, he managed to just take covers from the little space to work with, and Juicy still won the kill, and they have been picking fight all over the place for Rollexx's team.
Here comes the blue zone as well, and it's gonna chip that health a little bit more, and we see Rollexxx falling off. Juicy is being pressured, and Captain Rollexxx is saying, "Help me, my friend." Juicy knows that he's by the corners of the wall, and Ted will finish the captain of Team Rollexxx.
That is desperate for a kill. Now Juicy is one more down, but he needs to heal himself. Can he make it on time? 3 seconds, 2 and 1. There you go. He might just kill 2 kills here, while the rest of Rollexxx angry will be super angry now because they just knocked his one of his leader, but he's still going for the other team.
Lots out Joker right across, going in with the 6 times, spray on the scar L, and there we go. Knocked down there coming from the side of Angry. Not finishing the job as of yet, and Sixes will do the honors right through, while Dynamo Gaming having a little bit of trouble dealing with the rest of Rollexxx as he tries to get back himself in towards the buggy, because they're outside the zone. They don't want to take too much of a time outside, and they have to march all the way towards the northeast section as we see everyone is on a chaotic speed. What is the flip on the buggy? And here comes Sixes trying to deal with this situation. Takes one more down, and here comes the rotation as well. He will be taken out instead.
He was fighting against 2 teams solo, and looking at Angry trying to do the covers, but it's not enough. Well, we have Mitchel getting the kill instead. We have Sixless just outside, but it seems like he's just being finished off with that explosion going on. We have Gareebooo, Rollexxx, Mitchel duking with Dynamo, and it seems like a very, very crowded place here.
Yep, from the side of Warren, holding on to it's the SKS. trying to lob one smoke to save the side of Monk. And Mitchel is all over the place as well. We see ARXY being far away from Tosho as they have a couple of ridges to work with. Dynamo Gaming will be over on towards the safe side of the zone, while ARXY trying to take down Gareebooo, having a little bit of coverage coming from the broken vehicles as he'll get himself in towards the covers of the smoke.
Exceptional spray. If only can control it better, he might just knock one out. While now Pwn trying to jump a little bit to get a better vision on Gareeboo's team, but they are a little bit covered by that small hill. We're looking at Rollexxx still surviving for the rest of his team is kind of gone out of the game. He was kind of too occupied to actually focus what's in the front. They forgot. I think they were actually exchanging fires behind.
Yep, and speaking of exchanging fire, we see Joe begin to take it out instead. Warren will be the next one to fall as well, as Shinchen is going in for the push. They're already inside the next zone, and this will close out in another 15 seconds. So whoever's on top of the hill gotta move in a jiffy. Mazik is still all by himself, manages to secure himself a spot at least, as Shinchen tries to take a little bit of a peek. There's Dita, Rahmat just right in front of both Ash as well as Rollexxx members right there.
Ronnie and Rollexxx, one of them have to survive because they are the sole survivor for their own team, and that just trumps angry, and he gets angrier now, even though he's solo, but he's a four-man army.
Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh
one
my
more.
goodness.
That's a lot of damage.
Jong going in for the spray down towards the side of Stark, and that will be Stark getting taken out by, and he tries to spots out the pickup truck, and he's going to tap out NIKITANGA. NIKITANGA trying to get inside of the zone, and this is just going to be trouble for him. There's no place for him to hide, and there goes the AK, unleashing it out over the side of NIKITANGA.
Unleashing all right, but right like it or not, he has to move, and but just being knocked by Mazik here.
Oh, here comes Mazik as well, having to deal with Jong, and there's just no more health left. Say goodbye to the last member from the side of Kronten. 6 more teams to go, as we see NIKITANGA falling out short as well, followed by Siren, as Angry will be sniped away by Hydra, while Hydra has just hiding by the smokes. This Shinchen right across the corner.
Shinchen with the most advantage here. 4 men, people are still alive and well. We're looking at, they are playing so good today, exceptionally brilliant. They haven't been playing like this yesterday.
Yeah, I gotta say that Shinchen was close to securing a chicken dinner, but they only managed second spot. But looking into the side of Gareebooo, they managed to take another member down. Now, over on this situation, we still have 50 more left alive. Jong slowly moving forward, spots out some movements coming from the side of Dita. As we look into his falling phase, Gareebooo still being left alive, the only sole survivor from his own squad, while Mitchel still has a couple of members left, 3 members heading towards the southeast section. 2 teams have only 1 survivor, with the rest of the team kind of have all the manpower they need. Dita, he just with the one next, and it seems like the only person left for Dita's team is just Rama. He need to play super safe, and looking at this, they're still duking it out. Gareebooo 1 more kills. Mitchel, Tosho is not aware they are being aimed by the cross arrows drawn. Oh, there we go. Another shot of the M24. But it won't be able to clip any hits as of yet. Mitchel having ARXY as well as Napon leading the way, while Drone is having a little bit of trouble dealing with Coco's SLR. And he's going to trade it out for the AK, and boom! There we go. Coco secures the kill towards the side of Drone, and we have Spider as well as Smokey dropping out Cole. That's a big time for them. It's one of those rainy days for those teams, and looking at this, limping himself out in the open. Tosho just crawling, hoping one of Michel's team will give him an extra hand. But there you go. Securing the kill is none other than Coco. Wow, looking at the next phase, it's going to be right in the middle of the roads. And that's nowhere for you to hide at all. So everyone's playing by the ridges right there. ARXY will be able to spot out Dita with that headshot, and he's going to march right forward. Jong trying to secure the kill. Here comes the flank coming in, and Jong getting spotted out by Napon already, bringing out the micro Uzi. And he's managed to deal a little bit more damage as he tries to chase over the side of Shinchen. Shinchen, he's getting spotted out, but he does not get himself any sort of an aim towards the side of Mitchel. No damage taken, but she really needs to budge. Gareebooo is really low playing the healing game there. Very close. Can he make it? And they try to ambush him. Shinchen is still going in with head-to-head. Mitchel, ARXY, get another one. This guy is on fire. There's a total of 8 kills. They're going to secure more as Mitchel and the rest of the squad is trying to get their eyes on the prize on the first chicken dinner of day number 2, while Gareebooo right now crawling by the edge, and lucky for him,
he managed to play the healing game.
Yeah, he managed to heal in time. You saw he only had 1 dot health, and now they're on the hunt. I think that RawKnee might just know where he's at right now. So this is a 2v1 situation. So he might just be able to clutch this one up. He spots out and moves from the side of Mitchel, but instead it'll be Mitchel securing the first chicken dinner of day number 2, and that's how we conclude match number 5.
That was close call for Gareebooo. If only he can pull that clutch off, it will be a big win for them. Big fat chicken dinner will be waiting, but then it's still going towards those who have advantage of manpower.
Yep, speaking of manpower, I gotta say that Mitchel was starting the game really strong all the way towards the end, securing a total of 12 kills. And wow, Gareebooo, he slowly sneaked his way in, and there was so much action right across Picado, inside Los Leones, as well as St. Martin. We started it off inside of St. Martin, and that's where Kronten had many of those members getting clipped off by, I believe it was ARXY's team as well as Sulin, and Sulin eventually got a couple of knocks there over inside RawKnee, and having a couple of members being removed eventually.
Exactly, but looking at the game just now, I seriously thought Sinjua would take the chicken dinner at first. They were having the most people alive. All the other teams are kind of just one man down, or I saw a couple of teams, 3 teams in total, that kind of went solo to the last round there.
Yeah, I saw that Mitchel kind of have a rough idea on where some of those teams are by the other corner, because they were cutting across from the other section of the road and slowly marching upwards towards the hill to get themselves a couple of kills. And as they slowly hunt for the final one, Gareebooo tried to go in for a couple of taps there, but it was way too much for him to handle in that 2v1.
That's what mattered. He tried, and that was a big deserving win for Michel's team. But anyhow, it was a good fight for Gareebooo, who tried to survive to the end of the game. I thought at first he was going to be like top 5, but he was just playing it safe while the rest of the team duking it out and playing head-to-head, keep on exchanging fires. Ended up, well, the one that being patient, also getting good rewarding with position points.
Yep, definitely having a lot of points in their hands. Although Gareebooo didn't really secure any sort of a point in terms of kills, but that's a lot of points coming into second place as well. So the first chicken dinner of day number 2, match number 5 goes to Mitchel. So we congratulate Mitchel once again. I'm pretty sure the fans of the Japanese side were really happy about this, and same goes to Gareeboo's side as well, where we saw him really trying pretty hard to just run in. Not only that,
I was hoping he would win just now.
I was hoping that he would clutch it off, definitely. And even Ken put up a really good fight. Same goes to Rollexxx as well. And the RawKnee, yesterday he was being a little bit trollish, but today he is just being really focused right now.
Exactly. But looking at this, we are referring to game number 1 until game number 5 right now. Every team has not been winning the same. No same team winning the second chicken dinner leg for themselves.
Yep, I'm hoping to see one by the end of the day. And remember, you guys are watching the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019 online ranking session, and you guys could claim yourself some free gifts if you haven't done so already by connecting your PUBG Mobile account to your YouTube account. So head over to settings and you'll be able to find all the steps for you to actually get yourself the free gifts. So all you have to do is just click over there and just connect those accounts, and eventually just link it all up, and by the end of the show you'll be able to walk away with those free gifts. So do be patient for now.
And make sure you keep your eyes open to clip the pop-up box. But right now we're looking at the leaderboard with the first placement. Bullshark still holding it the crown with 125 points in total. Dita is catching up with the 3 digits here, 119 at second place, while third place Gareebooo got themselves another 3 digit with 101 points. 34 kills, the same for Dita, but 37, just a little bit of difference for Bullshark's team.
Yep, just a slight difference, but we see this time around Mitchel managed to claw themselves in towards 4th place, while NIKITANGA gets pushed back for a little bit more, only 2 points short, where they come up with a total of 87 points, while by Kronten OP over 6, while Shinxuan comes on towards the 7th spot, and Dynamo Gaming now sitting down over onto 8th spot, and Rollexxx managed to book himself in towards 9th place.
And so looking at 10th is ARXY. They're not doing great right now, while Couch's team is falling off the chart at 11th place. So looking at Gareebooo, it was nice second placement. They pushed up their ranks a lot into the 12th placement, while Kisel99 was doing a great clutch the last minute before he died at 13th place. Alice is falling off at 14, while RawKnee is staying where he is, stagnant at 15, and Sulin really needs some chicken dinner to push up that rank at 16th place.
I totally agree with you right there. And we're looking at the kill leaders right now. Still topping the board will be Bullshark with a total of 15 points, followed by Dita with 6, tying it with Kenbu this time around. So that match itself, we see a little bit of shift, and Kronten OP alongside with Kisel99 sharing the 4th place and 5th place with a total of 5 points.
Oh, that's a lot of catching up to do for the rest of the team. They are slowly drawing the bigger gap for Bullshark right now. So what do you think of the second game? I mean, like, second game of the day, but 6th match of the total 2 days of PUBG Mobile Star Challenge later.
Well, I think that we will have something that's more refreshing because we're going to change our map into Erangel TPP. And this match itself, we've seen that some really good shotgun action from Kisel99. Almost taking out all these members from Dita and at the end falling out, but he pulled up a good show with that S12K.
But right now, we're going to have to take a break for a bit with me, Chuchu, and this is Contra. So don't go anywhere. We're going to go into match number 6 just a little bit more. Stay with us.
Introducing the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019, presented by Google Play. 16 top gaming creators team up with the world's top pro players. Catch all the action and drama exclusively on YouTube. With millions of PUBG Mobile fans across the world, a new generation of stars competes for fame, glory, and $250,000 in total prizes. The road to stardom opens on July 1st. Join us and vote for your favorite star.
Hi everyone and welcome back to PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019, the online ranking session. I am Choo.
And my name is Contra.
And this PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019 is hosted by
ESPN,
authorized by
Tencent Games and PUBG Corporation,
and presented by
Google Play.
And it will be exclusively broadcasted on YouTube. And there you go.
Yep, and of course, if you guys are looking for some free stuff, look no further because we have some special stuff coming your way. All you have to do is connect your PUBG Mobile account to your YouTube account by just clicking over on the settings, and you could be able to find the button for connect accounts. Once you have done so, you'll be able to select your region of play, and once you're done with logging in, you'll be able to claim your free gift by the end of the show. So be patient about that as we will get ourselves ready for the next match inside RawKnee TPP.
Now, match number 6 is very soon, but before that, please make sure that you have an eye out for that pop-up box that you can claim your reward on. Okay, while we're talking about this, just now Mitchel's team got themselves one chicken dinner. If you guys were kind of lost who already got or not chicken dinner, I'm gonna update you for a bit. Dita's team got themselves the first game yesterday. We're talking about yesterday's game, and Kronten got themselves the second game. NIKITANGA got themselves the third chicken dinner yesterday, while Bullshark finished it off yesterday at 4th match. Today we started out with Mitchel's chicken dinner just now at match number 5, so we're dropping into Erangle's next.
Yep, and I believe that it's going to be pretty much chaotic like we saw how it all ended up for Mitchel's side, where we were battling across the alleys of Picado, and everyone's just dropping in and out, and I was really surprised that Mitchel was still left alive because we saw Sixless from the side of Rollexxx driving that buggy straight into his HUD, and I thought that he may be able to clutch that 1v2 situation, and yet again there were so many sniping coming from across the valleys, top the hills as well. Well, I gotta say that left me breathless.
Well, Sixless that time, for my opinion, is kind of senseless because it was in kind of a pitch area, and there are so many teams crowding that vicinity at the same time. He has the guts to actually just drive right into the war zone and hoping to take 2 teams at once, which is a very bold and risky move, but it kind of cost his life.
Oh yeah, it didn't really result in the favor of Rollexx's side, but we saw Xinxuan definitely pulling off quite a show by the corners of those ridges and almost actually clutching out until Mitchel arrived in towards that situation, taking the whole squad out and finding out Gareebooo to secure chicken dinner for the first match of the day. Now we're going towards our second match, which will be match number 6 as we head towards RawKnee TPP. Match is going to start in a little bit more, so we've already got a whole lot of expectation. We've seen the RawKnee going towards the spawn island. Will he do it again? It's time to find out.
I'm waiting for somebody else going to spawn island, but then you'll never know who will make surprises next. Maybe this guy suddenly just want to play all serious and competitive. I don't mind for that, but I do want to see a little bit of surprises here and there.
Yep, and I believe that we're going to start off match number 6 inside RawKnee TPP. So let's take flight. We're into the match. PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019 online ranking session. My name is Sandra. Here with me is the lovely Chichu, casting all your matches for today, as we'll take flight coming from the south side of George, heading towards Milton House.
The flat path cut across right in the center and very stabilized and balanced map here. I think a lot of team probably gonna drop by Pochinki, but I do want to see a couple of people just go a little bit north or a little bit south. I think Millibase probably got 2 or 3 teams yesterday. But speaking of the drops, yes, we talked about this morning, right? A lot of teams prefer a certain area, especially Yasnaya, you told me.
Yeah, and I think Yasnaya is a little bit far for them to actually grasp, but in towards Georgia Pool, we've already seen Bull Shark, Kron, as well as Suling heading towards that direction. So we might just see some early battle over on the north side of Georgia Pool, while Rollexxx is dropping out from the plane already, falling across the center, while over the side of Kissel, heading down towards the Fair Pier perhaps, and NIKITANGA might just opt to actually head in towards the Sanovska Island.
Looking at this, he might just have to share the place with a RawKnee team. But then I always want to hope for there's a team going for the spawning island.
Oh yeah,
looking at Dynamo Gaming right now.
And I saw Kissel and it kind of caught my eye. I thought that I found Nemo for a moment because it's just orange and white. Now, yeah.
There you go. Somebody got ran down by RawKnee Ash just now. That was interesting to watch. I hope we got that footage for a moment.
Stark will be the next one to find himself a couple of taps there. I think it was RawKnee being brought down, and they're fighting by the patrol station. A nade being popped out, but Stark will have fire right in front of him as the Molotov cracks up on the bottle. Well, Stark going in for the flame, but instead will be taken out Cole as Tuck brings out that Mini 14.
Oh, there you go, Stark being punished straight away while the rest of Niki's team is kind of far behind. RawKnee's still on his knees, raw on that ground. Well, NIKITANGA just gonna have to wait for Milk to revive him. Looking at this, he doesn't have any first aid on him yet.
Oh, seems like they are at the perfect spot because space number 1 will be loitering around that section. Well, NIKITANGA finally getting revived. I think they're going back for round 2 of action, so who knows? NIKITANGA will be able to do much because he's still holding on his fist. I think they still need to get themselves a couple of weapons before committing in towards the fight. Speaking of a commitment here, we see a couple of bullets flying through, and NIKITANGA falls out for the second time coming. Oh my goodness me.
That was hard to play, a torture to watch, but Tug just going in like a Tug life. Looking at this with that body, who cares? Finish off with a running down there. That was amazing play. And it seems like there's no way Lord gonna turn around and help his teammate.
Wow, that was just fantastic stuff. Starting out strong, we see RawKnee just wiping the floor. Now it's only P-Lord left for the side of NIKITANGA. Now, only 60 more left alive. Looking in towards Pochinki, it will only be Kissel 99 inside the city, so it's being all quiet for now, but not for long, while Kenbu as well as Kaishi are hanging out by the corners of the school. Of course, you guys couldn't see it for now, and yep, thank you very much, observers, as we look in towards this school section. And on this
oh my
Friday
goodness,
evening.
I feel bad for Niki's team. Just now they just managed to have one more person. Lord ran away, but that was the first team to be out because they just being finished off by Dynamos, which we are watching Spider right now.
Yep, Spider securing that kill. That will be the first blood for the side of Dynamo Gaming. Now, day number 1 was a little bit rough for the side of this Dynamo, where we have a lot of expectation. We know of millions and millions
Everybody
of fans
just,
are cheering him on, but I'm sure today's going to be his day.
Yeah, everybody just lay it low for the first day, not showing off their tactical strategy, but we're looking over at the ARXY team.
Yep, inside of prison.
They might have to pick a fight with Sinchuan, which is very, very close and sharing the same compound.
We're looking at Silin once again trying to deal with this while they're taking their sweet time over on the south side of George, over on the container, still looking for a couple of loots. Now, this is one of my favorite places to drop. A little bit tricky to play out because, yeah, play a little bit of hide and seek because there's many of open areas in between those warehouses as well as containers. While we see Xin Xuan just driving past the corners of the mansion. Sixes is still inside. I'm not sure if he'll be able to get a couple of clips over on towards the side of Xinxuan. Xinxuan is being the unsuspecting victim, and oh my goodness me, when we talk about him, he'll be removed from play.
Peekaboo from Sixless. There you go, straight away. Surprise, finish him off right after he drive in. I feel bad for Xinxuan's team right now, but Sixless has been very patient, and that was worthwhile looting off straight away. And the rest of the team is just relaxing, waiting for another victim falling into the trap.
Definitely a feels bad moment. Like Xinxuan thought, like, coast is clear. I got the mansion all to myself, and whoop, there you go. Sixless just securing that kill. Now we're heading towards the side of Xinxuan once again, already losing their leader, while Zhang just looking for more loots there. He's having that Bison equipped with that Mini 14. I think that he might just need that extended mag to make it into a 30 clip weapon, while Alice's side is just loading around Lipovka. They're not inside the circle, so they gotta hurry up for a bit because the face is just closing out and the blue zone's ticking in.
I noticed Alice's team is just 3 members there, so they started off with a very handicapped moment for that squad. So maybe one of those team, they can't make it, probably just something urgent matter coming up. But look at it, they say it's not gonna handicap that much. We do know Alice is actually one of the pro players. She actually won the female tournament recently and got herself the first place.
Oh, back in her hometown? That's
Yep,
pretty
exactly.
impressive indeed. Well, not only that, we know that Rollexxx definitely competed in the previous PMSC as well. It's good to see him back here. And Kronten OP, he definitely clutched it off yesterday inside of Pachinki. And that was such a great fight in between his team as well as Bullshark, because it was down to a 1v1.
Oh, I think it was a old rivalry, because we do know Bullshark and Kronten, both of them were in the last season as well. So maybe they had some sort of history back then and get it back in this season. Looking at Sylvan, they really need more than couple of kills and have at least one Chicken for themselves.
Yep, nobody wants to be in the last spot, because if you are over in 16th place, you will have no option but to accept any teams that has not been picked yet. Of course, they're still pro players nonetheless. We'll still be able to carry them.
I think it's fine, anybody that you pick.
Yeah, I believe
They're
so.
the best of the best.
But I guess when it comes to chemistry, you know, like some people, you know,
Would
get their eyes out
prefer.
on RQ Athena. I want to be with the champions. Like maybe you're just a big fan of somebody out there on the world stage, and
Like me, Alice.
Yeah, like you can fangirl over Alice, and I'm sure you want to play with Alice if you're a pro player, Choo.
I wish I am. That's why I'm commentating right now. We're looking at Kiss's team. They have been performing outstanding the past 2 days and have been surprising us a lot from this team. I love the shotgun moment last game. It was
yeah.
amazing.
I gotta say that Kissel99, though he was being left all by himself, he still had all the guts to pick up that fight over on that 1 versus 2 situation, and he managed to knock out 2, if I remember correctly.
No,
securing that kill as well.
It's 3.
Oh yeah, it was a 3 knock until Dita came and go in for the pickup. Then it's gonna be a 2-member being left alive for the side of Dita.
It was
looking at
last
the Jingwei
call.
side.
Well, Kaichi, K7 Kaichi's team, usually they're going to bump into Elsa's team in an early game yesterday. 3 games in a row, they've been meeting too soon. But this time around, they have been picking the right dropping spot, not meeting anybody and not being contested. Got themselves more time to loot and have a little bit of happy shopping time. But we're looking at migration that's going to happen very, very soon.
Yep, and now that the face is just ticking in a little bit more time, well, I gotta say that it's just gonna be a rough challenge for some of these guys coming in late, and that I'm looking at Alice's team because she's driving across the north side section of farm, and that's where Rollexx's side is at, followed by Xinxuan as well as Gareebooo. And as we speak of Rollexx, we see Angry driving past. They are seeing a couple of members just loitering around the Gatka region, and that is not going to be something that's really easy for them to actually go for. There is an airdrop in the middle, and there's a lot of taps coming out, and Bullshark will fall out of that vehicle, and Angry's going to pick up the fight.
Oh, Angry is super angry, but he's being knocked instead. That was a really not thinking much of movement. Joe just gonna charge right in from the flanks, but it's still far long shots with a scope going on. He might just get Sixless here kind of out on the open with only a buggy as his cover.
He's got the 8 times pointed out towards the side of 6s, but Pi will be crashing straight towards the side of 6s, and there we go. Pi securing the kill is in, and it was a little bit too late for the HGS to drop in those bullets, while Pi tries to go back in towards the Sia. He is dropping real low. He needs to heal up before making a move, and Joe tried to overlook towards the side of the airdrop, but there's no one there, and into Ferrip, here we go.
Man, that was a really amazing play by Bullshot. They came, they see, and they conquer from all the sides they can. But right now, they're picking fight against Kissels, who actually have the higher advantage ground. And they also are full HP, not damaged in terms of economic-wise yet.
Tordy will be on the lookout there, but managing to nade down one member down from the side of Dynamo Gaming. While he does have a BSS on his hands, but we see a Poppy trying to challenge the rest of Dynamo. Joko will be the next one to fall as they go in for an invade. They're charging right in, trying to go through the front door. Dynamo Gaming pointing the guns out and managed to spot him out. That will be Dynamo himself. Gonna take it out with the M4. And the rest of RXY trying to go in for the flank, securing yet another member from the side of Dynamo. And right outside is going to be one member off, and I think he needs to bail out of this situation.
Just gonna charge right in. This is how the rest of the team of Dynamo will see history, because that's the last man around. Spider just knocked straight away.
Yep, that was just a goner for him. I thought that they had the upper hand because they were holding the intersection of the house, but you see how determined the rest of RXY are. They just storm right through and just hunt them down one by one. Now looking in towards the southern side by the shore of the mainland, I think that it's going to be tough for K7 to actually make a move now, because there's so many other teams right across the Gakko region.
But that's one thing that I have to mention, that usually those who stay inside and being ambushed will be the one who losing the fortress. And these cards say right now it will be RXY's turn to be the victim, or they will knock them out. And I was right. The one who will be sitting down will remain sitting down, because Kissel just ambushed another one and getting hold of this fortress for themselves.
Wow, an eye for an eye, and now Kissel 99 looking for the final member of RXY's side, and we only have 13 more team left on the table.
So
good
the
call
best,
right there.
Yeah, because we have been looking this couple of times now, the same situation all over again. Whenever you are waiting for people to ambush you out, you'll be the one who'll be wiped out. And looking at this current state, we are watching how the circle progresses. Seoulin is so far ahead. We have a couple of teams still unsure whether to stay at the mainland or at the Miller base area.
Yep, as we see this drawing to a close, right in between both the very pure section as well as the island. I gotta say that most likely this will still end up somewhere in between south side of Pochinki or so.
Oh, please be
well,
a water fight.
I'm not
Please,
sure.
I'm
I don't
begging.
think it's gonna happen, Choo Choo.
It's gonna happen. Please give me a little bit of hope. I do know there will be something.
Well, leave it to the chat, perhaps. Maybe
Okay,
we'll
chat.
ask them
I
what
know
they
you
wanna
guys
see.
want a water fight. Just spam away the water fight in the
Okay.
chat, because it's gonna
Right in the
happen.
water. That's a really cute boat.
That's very cute. Is that a dog boat?
No, it's not really a duck, I would say. But look at Tat right now. He's all by himself inside of the island. He's just by the corner of the next phase. He's still got 2 minutes to go, so he's got a whole lot of time on his hands. But tries to trade out towards the side of Rabbit, and he will be brought out instead. It's going to be a 1-for-1 over the back, as we see Hydra just trying to actually finish off the kill. Well, Rahmat is still down below, and there we go, kill secured. And we have Ronnie spraying right across with the Scar L.
And they are a bit late for the backup to the rest of Ronnie's team. Just joined in the party. They already lost that a little bit too late, again I say, because it seems like Dita just managed to get the loot even. And they are just camping it out. And Ronnie straight had a lot of damage taken with that cheeky pig leaning and some more.
That was really painful for the side of
Exactly.
Ronnie. While we have a little bit of a helping hand coming from Tuck. Tuck is getting a whole lot of rain of bullets sent his way. While Dita have 7 bullets of that M24. Ronnie just having Ash trying to secure this section. He has to deal with 2 members from the side of Dita. As Sans will be able to take out Tuck. And this is going to leave only another member standing right now. Oh
there
my.
you go. That was so close. What just happened? Just in the nick of time, managed to hit last bullet. It might be the reverse situation there for the moment for Ash as well as the Dita's team.
Well, I gotta say, at least Dita does have a couple more members to support, even if both of them fall. But it could have been maybe a couple of points for RawKnee side.
You know the box was not meant to be because we can still see the corpse is actually crouching there.
Oh yeah, it was like stuck for a moment. It's like I don't want to go yet, but
You're the one
he's
who's
giving
supposed to
respect
go.
to RawKnee. He's like just giving one knee out for the moment before he hits
Oh,
up.
the puns is funny.
Oh, all right. So let's
this-
hit back
yep.
into the game. We go as we
We
see
are-
Mitchell just booking a slot by the corners of the bridge. So this might just work if Dita is getting forced from the south side of the island. While looking in towards Ferry Pier, we see Gareebooo now be the next team to get themselves into the pier.
All the systems still well and alive. They are kind of wiped out very early the past few games now, but might just bump into Sinchuan's team very, very soon. We're heading over to Sulin's team. We're just migrating into the safe zone and making sure that they get the coast clear because we're looking at spinning around the motorbike just to be the scout for the moment. And Juicy will just... I don't know what luck is this. Right in front of him, the
Juicy
airdrop
loots.
just juicy for him to loot on.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be an AWM with a couple of tactical stock right there if he does have the M4, but instead he's holding on an AK, so who knows, might be useful for one of his members. But the AWM though, definitely gonna be working towards his favor, where we know that Rollexxx and the rest of them really knows how to work out those snipers. While we're looking at Alice just playing it really safely, they haven't really done all too much as of yet, having 0 kills for now. I think that they're just playing position right now. While we see the circle slowly taking in a little bit more, it's just going to be a little bit tough to predict right now where it's going to end up.
It's gonna be a water fight. I told you so. It's gonna be a water. Please,
What
please,
happens if it's
game.
not?
Please, game RNG. God, make it a water fight. We're looking at heading over the bridge area right now, which nobody is bridge camping because I think everybody learned a big lesson based on Michelle's team or Kissel's team yesterday. Hugh bridge camping way too long, got wiped out straight away off the bat. And while Dita is trying to get some somebody across their crosshair,
Mitchel.
they actually didn't bomb into each other, but Mitchell is already ready to get the fight on.
And I was talking about Mitchell just camping out over on the bridge side. They managed to knock out Dita, while ARXY is still in a little bit of a situation here. It's a little tough spot to be at, but Hishra will be having some clips sent his way, dropping to only 35%, returning some fire towards the side of ARXY as he hops right down. There goes Rama, protecting the rest of the members of Dita. Just going to finish off the job, and there's enough smokes for coverage for the time being. Looking into the next phase, no water for you, but RQ smack right into the middle, having Kenbu in the middle of the field.
Well, there you go. And there's gonna be one more casualty on the other side if they keep on going. Fight Tosho is... Wow, that's a lot of them straight away. Nice aiming and barrel control by Dita's team. And it seems like they might just win this game because they are holding this bridge over for themselves.
Well, hold your horses just yet. We still have 12 teams to go before we confirm a winner.
You're just saying the bridge part.
Oh, that's true enough. While Mitchell is still having a lot of great control over on the upper side, they have gotten a lot of vantage point, but Sans managed to spot out the captain himself. Bandages being applied right there. He's only down to 1 first aid kit. Here comes a little bit of that hollow scope on that AKM coming from the side of Napa, but instead he reveals himself towards the back. So this is Mitchell losing that advantage as Dita goes in with the DP spray.
Oh, I told you so. I called that. Dita's gonna own them, but I thought the fluffy thing that big would block some shot. Well, I was wrong.
Well, I guess you could say so. If you block it, you still receive those damage anyways.
I was hoping the Kronten might give you a little bit of advantage in terms of blocking some bullets, but I was, well, not right on that terms. While looking at Rollexxx team RRQ trying to get the vision right on Bull Sharks, but we have a couple of teams sharing the same compound. It's kind of an open field here.
Yeah, it's a great open field, but Kenbu is enjoying the perfect view of the region while he hops off from the roof and towards a flower power vehicle. Gotta love that for a little bit. While Loudest is just slowly chasing in. And, well, I'm not sure about this decision because they might just collide over on the side of Sinchuan as well.
The clash gonna be a disaster because we're looking at a bumping car game right now. If they want to, they can just, oh well, like you said, clash.
Oh, heading in towards the chopstick ditch that I call it, or sewer. if you may. Well,
Oh.
we have Sulin already booking themselves a spot in the farm area, while Shinchuan is holding in towards the small compounds right in between the fields, while Kronten is over in between the quarry section as well as the open fields as well. So this is just going to take some time before we head into some brutal action where I'm looking at Sulin right now. I'm wondering if they managed to get themselves a couple of clips here.
Oh, wait, just now we hear somebody snipe. But it seems like I think it was Bullshark trying to snap and straight away fall back for retreat to make sure he don't busted out his position.
Oh.
But that didn't hit anybody.
I think he's trying to line the shots.
Yeah,
right
he tried
across,
to land the shot, but it's just he don't want to for them to know that he's shooting from there because it's a very small space and a risky movement if you expose yourself too much.
Yeah.
Because one nade, you know what can you do with that one nade in the very small hut.
Yeah, I definitely will agree with you. But I'm looking at the side of Bullshark. He tries to squeeze the bullet and he misses because he thought that the pixel would just allow him to squeeze that bullet through, but he hits it towards the wooden pane. And there we go, a couple of action right across the fields once more, while Shinchuan is just pretty much safe by the region. And Sulin so far hasn't really getting much kills as of yet. So in 20 minutes, we've already seen a couple of teams drop out, and now we only have 40 more left alive. Siren knows that there's going to be a team right towards the northern side of Very Pure's farm. Well, this is basically the end of Gatka, where we have drone right atop the roof trying to snipe up ahead.
Heading over to Cambo's team, one of my favorite is actually, well, you know who.
You know who?
Oh my! He just got punished straight with that headshot, knock him down. While Warren trying to know where exactly that shot came from and just gonna revive his partner here. They are having a little bit of an icky moment. They have no clue who shot them. While Bullshark just gonna get this airdrop for himself.
Yep, and the moment that he got pummeled down, he just called for help. And you said, you know who? It's Gareebooo.
Well,
a little bit of rhymes
exactly.
right there. And we see the next phase is going to favor the side of Kronten as well as Kissel already inside the zone. There's going to be a Groza up for grabs for the side of Alice. While we see Bullshark having Joe hiding inside of that hut as Kissel is just proning on his belly. Spots out Coco going in for some lucky sprays as
beside.
well. Not going to be able to actually receive much, but beside getting himself a little bit of a trouble right through as Kissel having Miffy to deal with the situation as Shinchuan is getting pincered off by the rest of Kissel.
Oh, Sulin just joined into the fray as well as Cambo's team. There goes one nade is open. And it seems like they managed to get one down as Mitchel keep on getting Shinchuan's side. Gareebooo will join in with against Sulin. Shinchuan is still going up for Kissels. Just managed to get two down. And there goes Finn is the next victim. Besides, just gonna charge right in against Coco.
He spots out Coco, goes in and boom! Headshot!
Shotgun.
He pulled out the S12K with so much confidence.
It was right landed on the person's head.
Oh, and you know it's gonna be a one-shot, one-kill anyways. While we see Gareebooo rounding away in towards the detonation, there is gonna be a couple of smoke for coverage for the side of drone, trying to secure that couple of loots from the bodies that he's just dropped. And besides, gonna look out for Gareebooo once more. Pi will be able to secure a double kill and secure the kill towards the side of Kai-Chi as well. K7, I'm not sure what's really going on, but I would like to have a look on that sort of a fight.
Well, Pi and Joe is still loitering around that airdrop. Well, we're looking at case of Kai-Chi is just gonna join in. They were on the vehicle still and just landed themselves that compound. While they're just gonna charge right in. Barry still going for more. After wiping one team, still going for another team being wiped. We still have 9 teams to go, 32 alive, and that's 2 teams on Kissel's hand.
Kissel managed to wipe out 9 kills already, and they're on this peak form that we've never seen so far from the side of Kissel's team. Well, Bonk just slowly getting himself in towards the zone. He's just by the edge of the northern side, while a couple of taps have been let loose from the side of Gareebooo with that M16. Going for the reload, he's still keeping his eyes out across these fields. Now, I believe that this is going to be a safe region for Gareeboo's side to play, while Kissel is just waiting for the next victim to approach as got Kronten OP. Oh, the moment I speak of it, a couple of bullets land towards his side.
Oh, Bullshark just waiting for the moment slowly to show themselves. He got one down. 9 is being knocked. Who is next? It's 1 versus 3 just now. And he managed to wipe the whole team by himself. Bullshark is really the shark that eats everybody alive.
Chomping every member from the side of Sulin the moment that they reached the zone. And that was such a clutch by the captain himself. And we know that he is the kill leader amongst all the gaming creators. And he's just showing how much talent he has on his arsenal on whatever weapon you gave to him.
Well, we're looking at Drawn trying to get Bullshark's team for another punishment because the captain is just getting too much kill. Bigging out. I don't know if that even a word. The bigger the gap is right now. And 99 keep on getting the sprays going on, pressuring on the other side of the map. We have a lot of teams still crushing themselves into the safe zone.
We see Drone just trying to peek over the open field. Rollexxx is slowly crawling in between, while Bullshark is just stuck by the hut. There's nowhere for them to run for the time being. And we see Kronten having magic just slowly crawling in. And the doors are open, seeing the smoke. So Drone's having all the attention focused on this way. But
no, don't use your first aid kit there. Just a little bit proning will help too. But Drone is just really in a very tough spot.
Invasion! Oh my goodness! Kronten going in to actually take out the rest of Bullshark members there. And they are bleeding out. Where is the rest of the team? They need to save him right here.
They are a little bit far apart while we're looking at Dita's team in the middle of the rest of Bullsharks, while Kronten is nearby as well as Kizel's team, who has been going strong. Bong is trying to do a couple of big plays here. Dita might just blow that vehicle, which is very risky if you're nearby for Kronten's team.
And here goes Rama, loading all these bullets from the AUG, burning down the vehicle. Oh my! Dita secures the kill towards the side of Kronten. And there we go, 7 more teams. And Dita Rama needs to go in to reload. There are still more members from the side of Kronten. And Birds is just trying to prone. There's just too much action going across the field, as this is going to be a havoc all across Gacha.
Chaotic to watch. Rama now advance forward to get more kills going, with a lot of team actually just migrating through a UAZ. We're looking at Kizel's being aimed at. This will be a disaster if they keep on staying on that UAZ. Kizel's trying to get the covers on, but Rama keep on applying pressure. It will be Milfy or Bear Dad. If they are not moving, Rama will be the victim instead with that blue pressuring on him.
Oh, perfect shots, lining it up towards the side of Midi. And there we go. Rama trying to take him up as well. Bear just right below. He has the smoke. Now he loses sight, so this is going to be a little bit of a sticky situation for the rest of Kisel 99's side, while we see Sans just hiding by the back, loading on that 47 bullets on that TP.
Rollexxx off the map just now just managed to bomb Alice's team twice.
Oh yeah.
I think just one nade bombed 2 of them out.
Oh my, I guess we might just miss out on those explosive detonations. And Dita Sans is trying to remove yet another UAZ from right up across, but that's not going to be anyone inside that vehicle for now. Dita has a lot of coverage with those broken vehicles and knocked out Juicy, and Rollexxx is still asking for a little bit of assistance right there, and the assistance should be on the way.
Oh, Bong picking every single fight they can. Bullshark is still there surviving. He got punished instead. There was a lot of damage taken off. Almost shredded his vest entirely.
Well, definitely is something that he needs to keep an eye out for. He could not have all his utilities worn out for now. We're heading towards the later phases of the game. 13 seconds on the clock before the next blue zone closes right through. As Bullshark having Joe struggling right across. We have Kanbu members surrounding them all across, while Dita has the 4 times on the DP. Still trying to pick off all these guys coming from the other section. And over on the side of Alice's side, I think that they should have a little bit more trouble right there. Because Alice, I think they were already out of the game.
They're already out of the game because of the Nate's coming up, and Dita finish off them. Or Alice is the last person to be off the teams. And Raman is still trying to get a couple of kills. I do notice RRQ Kanbu was kind of in a very, very tough spot. He kind of being finished out. We're looking at Kizel was being taken down Miffy by the zone. Bong is trying to burn. And he got a couple of tap coming out from different angles here. There's so many shots coming out from different multiple directions. Dita trying to get on Bullshark, but they still got themselves covered with that big tree.
They managed to go into the revival and now spots out Kronten as well. Over on the top side, he's having the perfect view. So Dita is just having the time of her life, trying to take down Bong, but that is just way too accurate, coming from the side of the DP 4 times.
Oh, trying to get a little bit covered into this very small hut. Bullshark still wait, where's the pick a little bit, straight away being punished by Dita. That's a lot of damage and nice spray! Knock one more down. It was just on point for Dita.
Just pointed towards the head of Joe, and he just peeked out at the wrong moment, and he's hoping to actually take out Dita for such a long time that she's been playing out in the open and just have the perfect advantage towards most of the teams over on the other section there. So 7 more left alive, so Dita knows that they have to push in towards their side, so they don't have much to worry about, while Bullshark is struggling to actually get themselves across. Bonk is going to play a little bit slowly, but he's the furthest away from the zone.
Coming on from another angle, we have Dita, but Dita is still applying the pressure on Joe. Joe will be knocked straight away. Pai is the only sole survivor for Bullshark. This is hard and a lot of pressure on his shoulders. We have Dita's team still struggling at the back, while Dita being pressured on the other side by Bonk Kambu, taking the advantage from the upper hill.
You can see the long-range battles are just magnificent, coming from both Bullshark as well as Gareebooo. Managed to take down Dita, but instead we see one more member dropping out, so it's only Gareebooo versus the rest of Dita. Bullshark definitely secured a whole lot of points, 12 in total, but Dita is definitely the star of the show.
Okay, I think we know who's gonna win this. He's gonna run out of medkit. There you go. Dita's team was taking their second chicken dinner within these 2 days.
Yep, and we talked about Dita having the best possible view across the open field, and they managed to secure this chicken dinner in their hand. This is their second one, so we congratulate Dita and the rest of the squad, because they definitely pulled off this chicken dinner in style.
It was hard to watch for Rollexx's team, to be honest. He was staying in that hut for too long. I think he would push to another compound to take covers, but he's still in that small hut for some time. I think around 10 minutes or so.
Oh yeah, I think that Bullshark, he secured quite a number of kills as well. Also hiding inside that hut for a long time was something that was quite exciting to me, because like there's so many teams didn't know his location already, and he still managed to stay himself secured across with his members right there with Pai.
But Bullshark, that clutch though.
Oh yeah, that
1 versus 3.
It's just really sick. We saw them taking out the members of Silin by the corners of the farm, and they just drove right across, trying to book themselves into the circle, and the circle bounces back towards Dita's side, getting themselves that sort of advantage, and Dita didn't really have much to worry about. Well, we saw Mitchel also were one of the teams that challenged the side of Dita way early on, but you saw how efficient they took up the fight. They separated themselves into 2, and they just surrounded the rest of Mitchel by taking out the members closest to them first, and then slowly march upwards.
Exactly, but looking at what we just saw just now, I do prefer Crystal's team's gameplay. You see how they just hop from one compound to the other, ambushing and taking the advantage of every moment those who are locking themselves in a hut or any small building, and just take away from them straight on spot.
Yeah, that was definitely something that we could see. It's pretty magnificent for them. And Kronten OP was hiding somewhere in the middle of the farms of the Gakko region as well. I think that he took up quite a number of challenges too. And in South Arab here, we see a couple of trade-offs between the teams
amazing.
too. And ARXY, of course, taking one team out, but instead, after a couple of minutes, another team arrives for another challenge. So it was just a whole lot of fiesta going across the map, but at the end of it all, we gotta congratulate Dita for securing their second chicken dinner throughout the online ranking session.
And that's the second chicken dinner for the same team or the same squad. Right now we still have different teams, and there's still how many games to go? 2 more games, I guess.
Yep, 2 more games to go before we wrap up the online ranking session. So we got a whole lot more to cover here, Choo Choo. And of course, Kronten here. We'll be bringing you more matches in the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019 online ranking session. Remember, you guys can claim yourself some free gifts if you guys haven't connect your account to PUBG Mobile as well as YouTube. So head over to the settings and connect your account, and eventually you'll be able to find your preferred region. Once you've done that, you just have to give them a couple moments before that free gift is yours.
Yeah, make sure you link the right account, YouTube and PUBG Mobile. Okay, no other accounts invited there, just those 2 accounts. And be sure to open your eyes and keep an eye out for the pop-up button to claim your reward. Just a couple of seconds, it will popping out somewhere in the screen. So don't go anywhere and keep on watching. Even if you have to take a break to some toilet breaks or just take a drink in the kitchen, make sure you bring your phone with you so you don't miss any of those rewards. I would want that. For myself too if I got the chance. Who doesn't want freebies?
Yep, definitely would love to have some of that. And we've already seen so many of those chicken dinners, and I gotta say, Dita is just trying to challenge Bullshark on the top of the table, but Bullshark still remaining as the kill leader, I believe. But who knows? We're gonna see more as we look in towards the leaderboard right now. Sitting on top of the table will be Dita after securing that double chicken dinner. This is Dita's squad sitting on top with a total of 166 points, followed by Bullshark, which is just 10 points behind of Dita's.
Looking at a lot of difference between the first 3 places and the last one. We're looking at Gareebooo with 130 points. Following closely is Kronten teams, which is just 3 points hitting the 3-digit. We're looking at Mitchel just falling on the 5th place, while NIKITANGA at 6. We're looking at Cinch 7 with 20 kills, as well as Rollexxx.
Rollexxx will be coming into 8th place, while Dynamo Gaming will come on 9th. Kissel99 securing 10th spot with a total of 63 points and quite a high bottom kill as well. So really good valiant effort, but he needs to outlast some of these guys a lot more. ARXY coming out with 26 kills as well as 57 points over 11th spot, while Gareebooo pushing his way upwards over on 12th spot with a total of 52. Kaichi will make up 13, Alice on 14, RawKnee on 15. Last but not least, it's going to be Sulin02.
Well, at least they got themselves 1 kill over Sulin. I hope they can climb the spot there. But looking at the current state, Bullshark is still holding #1 crown. But Dita just climbed all the way from the 4th place up to the 2nd with 10 kills. Not following that much yet, but still a lot of gap to cover. While looking at Kissel9, just 1 point away with 7 points. Gareebooo and Kronten just falling off at 5th place.
I definitely see a whole lot of talent in Dita's squad, and now that we've already wrapped up match number 6, we're getting prepared for match number 7, which is coming your way as well. Will also be inside of Arangel TPP.
Well, there'll be another interesting match number 7. So before that, we're gonna head out a little bit break. You guys can see I'm coughing right now, but I'm sorry for that. That's why we need a break, and see you guys for the match number 7 very soon after this.
Introducing the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019, presented by Google Play. 16 top gaming creators team up with the world's top pro players. Catch all the action and drama exclusively on YouTube. With millions of PUBG Mobile fans across the world, a new generation of stars competes for fame, glory, and $250,000 in total prizes. The road to stardom opens on July 1st. Join us and vote for your favorite star.
And welcome back, everybody, to the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019 online ranking session. My name's Contra.
And I'm Chuchu.
And all these games here are hosted by VSPN.
Authorized by Tencent Games and PUBG Corporation.
Presented by Google Play.
And exclusively broadcasted on YouTube.
And yep, we've got a whole lot more stuff going on. And wow, that was such a match coming from the side of Dita securing that match in their hand. Match number 6 with that chicken dinner and high volume kills in the side of Nikki. Well, sorry, it was their side. Just getting so much action from the side of Dita. And I'm looking forward to match number 7 here, because this is going to be our second last match of the day as we try to find ourselves who will be still sitting on the top of the table, because Dita just dethroned the side of Bullshark.
But then still Bullshark getting the most leading of the kills. But you know what's the real secret for Dita's team?
The secret for Dita? What was that?
Love.
Love? The power of love. Is it because of Rahmat giving that sort of a love and tender care every time they get knocked down?
Well, probably because that happened a couple of times. I noticed one thing about PUBG. The most important thing about the team is the chemistry. How well synergized with the rest of his squad. And I've seen it. We're looking at a pros team before, right? We casted both of us together. The teams that have family members in it are the ones that actually getting the first and second place.
Well, are you talking about RRQ Athena, because they have got the twins?
And we have another twin, which is on the second place.
Well, who knows, across the world as well. Sometimes whether it's siblings or not, I guess like as long as you have that familiarity, once you've already known them like the back of your hand, how they play, and so you can actually score yourself some pretty sick results, like it when a winner chicken dinner. And not only that, if you guys are looking to get yourself some free gifts, do link your account of your PUBG Mobile as well as your YouTube. Once you link it all together, you'll be able to walk away with that free gift. How do you do so? Head over to the settings and you will be able to find the button for connected accounts. And you'll find PUBG Mobile right there. Once you do so, once you click into it, you'll be able to select your region of play. And that's all you have to do to secure yourselves some free gifts. So we have match 7 underway. And this time around, maybe we might just see yet another team securing that chicken dinner for the second time coming, or perhaps a new team might emerge to clinch themselves that juicy chicken dinner.
I wish it would be Sulin's team. They really need that chicken dinner. Maybe just after these 2 games, it'll be Sulin's team's chicken dinner, because they are actually at the bottom. If I'm not mistaken, Sulin and all the teams. K7, Kaichi will be great too. They haven't got themselves any chicken yet.
I think she's still doing pretty fine. She was loitering around the 11th or 12th spot. Well, I'm hoping to see more coming from the side of Rollexxx as well as ARXY, because we saw ARXY securing a lot of kills, followed by Rollexxx as well, but they never seem to cross the finish line in that sense.
He always goes for the teams that really have a lot of kills. I want to see Alex get chicken dinner and a lot of kills this year.
I guess like we saw BTR Alice just playing a little bit safely. I know you're a big fangirl of Alice, but
because the whole
just be
squad,
patient for a little bit.
If I'm not mistaken, the whole squad is female. They are all cute.
All about the girl power, yeah. And same goes to Dita. She's a lady as well. I think that she's playing magnificently, and she's currently top 2 on the kill charts right now. So mad respect for Dita and co. And not only that, Bull Shark right now still sitting up there. Is just bragging it out. I got the highest kills in the game. Who knows? Maybe Dita might be able to topple Bull Shark by the end of these 2 matches that's coming on our way.
Yeah, it's not that much difference now. Before it was a double-digit difference, but now it's closing out the gap by Dita's with only 8 kills difference between Bull Shark and herself. That's the thing. Bull Shark have been playing very well last game. Can they pull it off another clutch this game too? And I'm still waiting for at least Campbell's team get a chicken dinner. We've saw how the biggest clutch I've seen in one single game by one particular person in that team.
Yeah, I gotta say it was such a huge turnaround of events and just take it out of the rest of Zulin. But one more team, or should I say creator, that I'm really looking forward to get him take that chicken dinner is none other than NIKITANGA, because Niki's side
they already got one.
I mean, like, they've already got one, but they've already secured a whole lot of those chicken dinners. I mean, a whole lot of those kills, not a lot of chicken dinners, only one so far. Well, there's just so much tremendous effort being shown. I can't help but to be a big fan of him right
that's
now.
the thing. There's only 8 matches, so I think it's fair if somebody just give everybody one chicken dinner. But there's only 16 creators, which is more than the game has to offer. And we got one of our teams. I think it was Dita's team already got themselves 2 chickens. So give it a chance for another team that hasn't got any chicken yet.
Well, of course, we'll look forward to that, and I believe the match will be coming in shortly as we slowly get ourselves ready up for that. And not only that, I think Dynamo, Gareebooo deserves a big shout out as well. Kronten managed to make himself into the top 5, I believe, in the previous round. And I'm just hoping that one of them will be able to secure one more.
I just wanted the new teams, and please a water fight.
Oh yeah, water fight. Okay,
I'm obsessed with that.
I think we've already known that what you want.
And welcome back to PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019. I am Chichu. We're right now at the online ranking session. With me is none other than Contra. We're going into the match number 7 straight away, and the flight path is more toward the south of the map.
We can see Novo being the starting point, ending at the corners of the swamp of the western side of Quarry. Well, we see Xinchuan dropping out pretty early this time around. And I think this might just be them just folding upwards instead of getting in towards this Sanofska Island. Mitchel will be inside the island once again. We've seen them play from that sort of section before, but NIKITANGA this time will be headed in towards the middle section of Sanofska. So that's something interesting to see this time around.
And the one thing I noticed about these gaming creators, they really like to drop very early into the game. I do sometimes prefer myself to drop very late, so I don't have to contest with other teams way too early. And you don't want to be the first one to be out of the game straight away when you dropped.
Well, when you jump off early, you do have
to this house, but a little bit too late because we have Michel's teams jumping off from the window, but Tosho just in the very last minute didn't make it out. RawKnee don't have anything on him. Just gonna build this and making sure he can survive long enough for the rest of the team.
Running out with the fist in the air, and RawKnee need to outlast all these guys. And Dita is just going in for the chase. RawKnee is just gonna hug by the corners of the container, hoping not to be spotted out. And there we go.
He's
the rest of them just getting surrounded. I think they know where he is.
They don't know yet. Still, if only he don't even make any noise, he will be okay. But this is very nerve-wracking to watch.
Okay, just give him a time now. Sans, look at Sans. Don't
Hydra, no!
Oh, there we go, Hydra. Hydra popped him out. Okay, here comes a little bit of spray down there, pulling out the pistol, and there we go. Last member out from the side of Mitchel. First team to drop out inside of Novo.
I'm sorry, rest in peace, earphone users, but that was very close. Hydra didn't notice at first, and he was trying to hold it in as long as he can, but he just can't. Hydra just turned over and finished him off. That's the first team to be out, and we still have 15 teams to go.
Feels bad right there. I mean, like, oh, you look at the poor guy. He's just getting charged in by four members from the side of Dita. And now looking towards the corners of Pochinki, we've seen a couple of guys, Bullshark as well as Kissel, just trying to avoid any sort of conflict while RawKnee is taking a boat, just trying to dock by the shorelines. We see RawKnee members all scattered up. So we have Ash as well as RawKnee already inside of the first phase, while Ted is still inside of the island.
Oh, yep. There you go. Well, I hope RawKnee didn't go to the spawning island last minute.
Well, who knows? He might.
He might. He
might just hop back into the boat and do just that. But looking into it's the first phase circle, there's a whole lot of teams that have already booked them slots. And towards the next phase, well, Gareebooo is going to have a little bit of long rotation because he's coming from the corners of Primos, while White Lynx inside the shelter for the time being.
Oh, you don't want to be in the shelter too long. Remember the UAZ that can actually block the entrance of the shelter. If only they can do that, it would be interesting to watch.
Well, I'm not sure. Who knows? Somebody might just drive right in, and they might have a battle right below the bunkers. Well, we're looking into it's the south side of Georgia Pole. Kronten is just still taking his sweet time, having all day to secure himself all these goodies, and just trying to get themselves prepared for the next fight. If they were to drive through ruins, they might bump into some of all these members from K7, or even into Razak. There is going to be Gareebooo waiting for them as we speak.
I'm looking at the map right now. I noticed that previously Gareebooo has been very, very famous or popular among these gaming creators, but they are not taking the spot at the moment. I do see a lot of people are playing along the shoreline of the east side of the bridge right now. Probably a couple of teams try to bridge camping, but that's not many teams up on the south, where I think there's only like 3 teams. Probably they're just going to take the boat crossing over to the mainland.
Yep, and the first one to take the boat is definitely RawKnee. And you mentioned about a lot of people, all these teams trying to opt to drop into South Georgia because of the flight path. I think it's a little bit difficult for them to head over there. While Bullshark, of course, they were just by the corners of Fakata. They hop right there for the time being, and they're going to head back into the circle. Over the northern side is just absolutely empty, though. Now we're looking back towards the corners of RawKnee once more.
Okay.
Ash is just gonna take his sweet time, just enjoying the free ride. I believe that they don't really have much loot anyway.
Yeah, I think RawKnee, Thug, and Tech probably just decided to just go on the boat and have a little bit of vacation time. Hopefully they have a lot of fuel on them, because if they don't, there will be a big problem. It just happened to stop in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, like, treat it like a luxury yacht. Just chill by the waters, and they can just hop in for a little bit of dip while we see Sulin being pretty close by to Kronten OP as well. And this might just be a little bit of a scuffle between the two of them in the middle region of Milta as well as Farm.
No, but I do like about this tournament, event this time, especially from Kissel's team. Shotgun has been a thing. If you've seen, Shotgun have make a big play throughout the whole event today.
Yeah, it's all about the S12Ks clutching it out, especially for Kissel in the first match of the day. Well, we're talking about them taking a deep dive. I believe your prediction was right. No more fuel on that boat, so they're just taking a swim by the corners of Milta Power, hopefully docking into Lipovka. And speaking of Lipovka, Alex is still right there. Well, Ted is just saying, hey, I told you so. Might as well just take the car. Well, Ted's going to be able to secure himself that Scarl, but not really having much bullets left, as Kaichi will be the next team just slowly securing a couple of pickups there from the side of the Chinky.
Those who are migrating over the center of circle right now will have to cross paths with a lot of teams, and that will give advantage to those who rotate very late into the circle. Because looking at the current state, well, RawKnee, being RawKnee, I say, because they are very separated from each other. Well, we have NIKITANGA's team, who actually got themselves one chicken dinner so far, start with on the UAZ, trying to scout for the team and making sure that they have what it takes to just persevere until the last round.
Yep, we see Starga just getting themselves ready for the next phase.
well, Haichi's getting ready for the rotation. A little bit of drift coming from the side of Bunk, lucky enough not to get clipped by White Links as of yet. And he's gonna drop by. Might just be able to switch over. Okay, White Links driving by with the buggy.
Oh, I think he
going
was
into the party. Bunk trying to return fire. Not gonna get those clips as well.
the rest of ARXY's team might just want to aim for the airdrop. We have Kronten's God just dropping by and drive the whole squad into Sulin's area. Who is just being knocked here. They might just gonna secure and finish off the kill, but the rest of Sulin's team is just too far apart to give an extra backup.
Milta having so much of all these visitors right here as Spin tries to scout out with the 4 times on the DP. Magic will be slowly bleeding out, and here comes Solin heading towards the flank. One good nade might be able to take down Burns, but here comes Spin as well, providing a little bit more support, heading towards the warehouse already. Burns needs to get prepared for a fight, so does Kronten as well as Avi.
9 just joining in, covering up the back of their team. We have Burn and Magic right in front, but they really need to move to make sure that they don't get finished here. While Nikki is aiming for Gareebooo. This is a tough spot for Gareebooo to play with. They have no place to run. It's kind of out in the open. The only cover they have is just the apartment next to them or the warehouse.
Oh yeah, there's just some couple of vehicles for coverage. Magic goes in for the trade down. Spin will be able to take him down. Burns dropping real low. It will be Burns going in for the trade off there and finishing up one member off from the side of Sulin. Here comes 9 as well, trying to go in for the push, looking for Burns. Burns will be able to get spotted out, but there will be Abby on the back giving them support.
There goes one team being wiped off, but we still have one more Sulin here, the sole survivor for the team. I still think she's committed to fight. This is a big play if she can pull it off for this big clutch. But Kron just managed to keep that tab on spot because there's not much health going on. Probably want to heal herself first. And Sulin just making sure applying the first aid kit before taking another fight. But like it or not, I think it's better for him to just build this one fight because it's not gonna be worthwhile.
Yep, definitely not well for side of Sulin. He's still trying to trade it off against Kronten members there. Magic trying to actually surround him, and there goes Kronten LP securing that kill on the hands of Avi with that beautiful flank. Now that they've finally finished off the job, we see a little bit more action coming from the side of Rollexxx.
Rollexxx with just a Dacia. Not really just, it's a Dacia. It's a super fast
Angry.
vehicle. What angry is just being angry again. He was trumping over everybody and getting more kills, while Juicy is always the one who trying to get the loot for the airdrops. And looking at the current state, Sichuan might be engaging war against Rollexxx, and they might be winning this. The current state, we're looking at Sichuan really low on HP, while only have Coco as a backup.
Yep, and now that we're zooming into the side, it is going to be a little bit of a quiet moment for them while Xinchuan having his heart beating. Now, if you can read a little bit of Chinese, that's what the first letter means. Xin is going to be the heart, and he's definitely stolen some hearts right across the show, while Coco pointing the gun towards the side of Juicy, hopping out the window, trying to hop into the sea as well. They say, we're not going to pick this fight, we're just going to build the heck out of this
That's
vicinity.
a big flip. Almost got themselves. Might be a dangerous flip there if they got stuck in the middle. We're looking off the map. ARXY's team, which is just being getting more kills for their side, but Kizzle's just gonna reverse the situation over because oh my goodness, that's a beautiful tap, straight on point headshot. Kizzle's bear is down onto the earth because ARXY just makes sure that he gets the kill.
We've seen ARXY as well as Kissel battle it out for the longest of time, and this time around, even in this match, they are not letting each other go, and Angry will secure that kill. There goes Siren. There's just nowhere for him to hide, but Dynamo Gaming still holding on towards the shotgun, and in a blink of an eye, Spider Magic clutch it off, taking off the final member from the side of Xinchuan. 12 more teams, and well, I gotta say, that's 2 kills secure for the side of Dynamo.
Alright, and it was time to shine for Spider, and the rest of the team is full HP and very well. We're looking at Gareeboo's team, who just got themselves second place last game, while the rest of NIKITANGA just gonna build when they were being pressured by K7 Kai Cheese, who is camping at that spot. They are not giving off that territory at all.
Yep, we can see that Nikki is trying to book themselves a slot right in towards this region. This somewhat smacked in towards the farm section, while Jingwei is going in to pop a couple of petroleum refills in towards the Dacia, as Alice is just having a quiet time, just waiting out for some action to happen inside of Lipovka. And
I don't think
they just
nothing
have to
gonna
move a
happen.
little bit into its the prison section to get into the safe zone, while NIKITANGA just having a little bit of distance against K7 Kaichi.
I think they are committed to take the fight on for K7 Kaichi as well as Nikita's team. While Dita is just waiting at the bridge. They are bridge camping, but I don't see anybody gonna cross that very soon. We do have RawKnee on the other side of the melee base. Well, we do know this team, RawKnee's team, is very unique. Sometimes they're always unpredictable.
Well, Mr. Cat here is just being left out in alone. Captain RawKnee is just by built of power for the time being. ARXY, after taking that fight, they're just going to take a little bit of chill pill, so everyone's having a little bit of a standstill at the moment. All peace and quiet for now inside of Arangel. Now, we're looking in towards the corners of Bull Shark here, where Joe's going to secure that one. Oh, there goes Sixless.
That picks a shot, and that UAZs might just have to pop the tire if you want to take it as a cover. And Joe is more than happy because he got that kill by himself. While Sixless is the one that being left out of the group because Rollexxx, I have 3 more people left. Juicy will want to go and take more loots. We do know Juicy is the one always scout for loot, while Angry is the one who scout for kills.
Yeah, no, I think that he's been doing a pretty decent job as a support as well as scout in a sense. But here comes Tordy, just cutting across the map alongside with White Links, finally making a move. And ARXY just trying to get a little bit of an idea where should they possibly land, because in the middle of the section of all these crossroads, I call it the Medusa intersection because it looks like the Medusa's hair. Well, Shelter is one of the places that they could possibly camp out, while Gareebooo is right on top of the roof. Well, Destro trying to actually keep himself busy by just scouting out ahead, and this is gonna be an AWM alongside with extended quick draw, perfect for that AWM being stacked up there, and great skin on the AWM as well for the side of Tordy.
Well, ARXY's team, they really want one chicken dinner for themselves. They haven't got any yet, among one of the best team there is out here, but they are struggling to make themselves that first placement. Well, looking at Torty, they managed to get a couple of kills here and there. Pick off are very, very well done by this team, but just didn't manage to survive till the end of the game. We have Dynamo's team trying to get themselves a better position to be defensive mode.
Yeah, they
yeah.
parked a whole lot of vehicles right in front of the bunker, and looking at this, Tordy's going to find drone right across, so one member from the side of Kenbu having a whole lot of problems. ARXY's going to wrap around from the back, so he's not going to have that much cover zone, so he better hop into this here and just run out of this, because ARXY has just arrived and he's just gonna go in for the drive-by. Ironside AK going for the reload, 40 bullets on the deck, and he's gonna pop himself an energy drink to heal himself up, but I think it's gonna be a little bit hard for them to actually pick off this kill for now.
Yeah, I don't think they want to take the fight on Dron. Even though Dron looks like he's alone there, he's actually the bait for the team. The black sheep of the family will be the one who take the bait. I'm sure they will be more than happy to get the free kills for Kambu's team if that ever happens. Crossing over at Dita's team now. I don't think Ted is still crossing that bridge yet, because he knows he's being camped out by Dita's team so hard that it's impossible for him to penetrate that bridge.
Yeah, I totally agree with you right here. And maybe he might need himself a vehicle, perhaps, to get himself
swim
across.
over.
Oh my, this is going to be a heck of a fight, because we're zooming in towards the middle section of the Medusa as well as the farm as well, being some of the areas that they could play. So Dynamo will be camping out at Shelter for a longer time, while ARXY arrives in the other section of Shelter, because Shelter has a multiple entry points. They're just booking at one side, so that leaves another 2, 1 open and up in the field. But here goes Gareebooo taking out a Poppy.
Oh, Poppy is struggling, but it seems like not enough time for him to survive. Gareebooo just charged right into ARXY's compound, and they have to obey. This damage is too much for them to handle. And trying to just build Torty might just leave the captaincy. He's trying to fight for himself now. There's no more people to back him up. That nade was amazingly done by Gareebooo RQ. It was just on point, and there's no way for them to just run. RC is still surviving so far, even though Torty just built him, just taking a little bit retreat to make sure he has a better view.
Yeah, we see Bong getting a little attacks from behind. He's just in a panic mode, and he's just trying to find the best of the angles. Here comes Torty going in for the flame. Will finally get the kill. There goes Gareebooo getting wiped away, and ARXY. I talked about ARXY. He's been having the time of his life in this game itself.
Not just yet. Looking at Joe, he might take the advantage at this point. He is waiting as the third party. They are not charging right in. This is the moment. If you want to go, just go for it. Because why? They are really low on health. They are damaged economy-wise. And Bullshark just waited, hesitated to charge right in. There are 3 people left on ARXY's team. But that clutch taken up on ARXY, it was amazing. And that nade thrown by Torty managed to save his life the very last minute.
Yeah, I can say that it was an intense fight right there. Smokey OP getting bullets sent his way. Rollexxx trying to take him out while he managed to hop right in towards the vehicle. Spider giving a little bit of support with that DP. It's not going to be able to land any sort of a sight, even because there's too many bushes as well as trees right in front of him.
Oh, Rollexxx trying to tunnel over Dynamo Gaming. They really need the chicken dinner for Rollexxx as well as ARXY's team, while Dynamo is in the same state too. Looking at the current situation, Dynamo is kind of segregated between themselves, while we have Kronten's team just camping, holding this fort, not gonna budge because they are really in a very safe spot.
Yeah, and looking into the next phase, who do you think has the best opportunities to be inside of the falling circle? Because I'm looking at all these teams all across shelter. It's just a little bit tough while we see Joe trying to get a little bit of shots being lined up on that SKS 8 times, pointing towards the side of White Link. Spots out Torty running across the walls. He knows he's just in between, waiting for them to take a little bit of a peek. So he's got to make this work.
I think Torty will be feeling very miserable if he just pick into the window straight away, will be knocked with that scope on.
Yeah,
and Ted
really
is
tough.
still surviving. He managed to cross over even though Dita's team actually camping too long. But when I just said it, the RawKnee will have to face Dita's team next. They were actually fighting against Ted, and now meeting the other rest of RawKnee's team, who's actually on his knees now.
Dita
Crawling.
finally find the pros of pros on his knees. I guess Hydra will try to secure this one on the back. And, well, we just talked about Ted managed to get himself across. Well, we have all these different members just being in different parts of the map, so you can't really blame him if he's getting caught up by himself, because he didn't really have too much of an information anyways. But we can see Mr. Ash just having a little bit of a view towards the side of Dita, and they are still outside the zone, so their focus right now is to get themselves a slot in towards the next phase, while Bullshark is perfectly into his position. As we speak of that, we have more action coming the way towards the side of Ash.
Oh, being chased by Rahman here. Rahman not giving up. They are not so forgiving. Ash is trying to struggle and surviving as long as he can by being catched from behind. Rahman just finished him off. And there you go. Even though you get the professional weapons on you, the pros are pros. Still gonna be wiped out against Dita's team.
Well, feels bad. And now it's all up to Ted to represent RawKnee's squad. Well, we see a lot more rotations coming from all these squads. We see Kronten, Rollexxx, as well as Dita all on their vehicles. Here comes Sam going with a 6-time spray. Oh my goodness. Almost getting some smokes out of that Rollexxx side.
Yeah, like it or not, they have to drive super fast on that Dacia, because if not, it will explode, and that will be the end of Rollexxx, one of the member there. And we have Nikki trying to take the covers on a very small hut. They are fighting against Kron's team, but at the same time, they're looking over the hills there. One more team, if I'm not mistaken, it was Dita that they can tunnel their vision on. Dita still going for Rollexxx, keeping the pressure on Juicy, who is just next to the vehicle. If only it explodes, it will risk his life there.
Oh, I think that he'll still be fine while we see Kronten getting knocked out there by NIKITANGA. hiding sneakily on his belly as he goes in with the Scar L spray. And gotta say that it's gonna be a tough spot to be at for those guys right in the middle of it all. Pet's fighting back for a little bit longer as he spots out Austin from the side of Gareebooo. So he's got a little bit more time, 7 seconds before that blue zone comes kicking in once again.
And don't want to stay in that area too long because you don't want to get pressured by double side. We're looking at Ron with a beautiful spray. Managed to knock one down from Gareebooo's team, and it's Gareebooo himself still eager for more. They're just gonna build his leader, and the rest of the team just going for surviving instead of taking up the fight head on. We have Nikki still going up for K7. Just now managed to knock one. They are going for multiple wars at different places in this map.
You can see Dynamo's going to hit Gareebooo's side as well. Destro just docked in. Stark will find 8 in 7 members there with Chin9 taking out with the headshot. The Spider takes off Austin. They're going for close quarters there. It's only going to be Smokey right in front. So Law's going to go in charging to secure that sort of kill towards the side of Spider as he invades the territories of the shelter.
Been punished straight away by Gareebooo when you're taking up the fight against them. Nikki is pressuring K7 to stay in the blue while the rest of the team is nowhere to be seen. We have Rollexxx on the other side. They might just have to build this and go into the safe zone because it's gonna be a long journey. Rollexxx have to pass to Kron, and we're looking at Dita will have to bump into them halfway. K7 Kaichi trying to survive as long as possible and not helping up the team because they are just nowhere into the safe zone yet.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough spot to be at for the side of Kaichi. You see only Kaichi left alive while Darman just going in for another spray. I gotta salute these guys because they've been fighting day in, day out. They've never stopped for anyone. While Rollexxx managed to drive through, he's just going to park himself right in the middle of Bull Shark members there. His car is smoking out. That's a detonation straight up ahead, and Rollexxx is out of the game.
Boom! Don't want to stay in that car too long. There you go. No more to be seen. We have one more Bull Shark getting more kills by Kronten here. Rollexxx angry being knocked by ARXY's team. Bull Shark getting a finish off the clean job, and Dynamo just right at the corners of the circle here. Might want to wait for Alice's team who will join in finally into the party.
I think that is just a really great spot for Bull Shark to be at. They understood the terrains pretty well in between those road sections, and there's a ditch right below it, so there's so much of a view that they could possibly get from that sort of a top side of the section while Joe goes in to tap out towards the side of Joker. Bull Shark not really getting too much out of that while Joker tries to remove that dossier from that sort of line of sight, and we see Alice finally picking up the fight, and they're going up ahead, Dita's side, and there goes Alice.
That was mean coming up from Kron, who just got themselves one kill when the Alice's team is being distracted up front, being pressured by another team. We're looking at Dita's just gonna drive over Kron's area. This is such a moment, Hydra, if he didn't realize it.
Oh, there goes the three! Oh my goodness! Kron still managed to get one out, but that will be a headshot coming from Dita herself. And here comes a little bit of flank there. Mazik with that M249 going with the spray, secures the kill and removes Hydra from play.
Will this get revenge for Dita's team because Mazik right now is alone out in the open, while the rest of Dita's team still want to get the kill. They are committed to get their revenge going on. We have Nikki just joined in Stark, just parked themselves right next to Kron's team.
Raining on his parade, sending nades flying towards the side of Mazik. We have the blue ticking in, and Dita this time around is in a predicament, and Stark is currently inside the zone. No other team is right now sitting next to NIKITANGA's, while Bull Shark has to make a move from the western side. They have to deal with Kaichi as well, so here comes Mazik lobbing one nade straight to his side.
Oh! I thought it will be a blessing if that nade hits for Dita's team. Just a little bit too late. Mazik was being knocked first one instead. One more take HP for Dita's team. It just didn't hit it right for Mazik. And there goes one team down again. Kaichi holding it in, making sure not being discovered by any of the team. He's kind of in the stock right now. Stark will be pressured by Pi here in a very small hut. Not much space to work on. And Pi will just alternating his way to another vision to get one more team to aim on.
Yep, and we see Dita Rama crashing towards the compound and has to deal with Stark. Stark walks out, drops in the Molotov right in front of the fight, and here comes Dita trying to give some support. Stark will be falling off, so that's one member off to the side of NIKITANGA. Boom! And another vehicle bites the dust as Rama soaks in a little bit of damage. They have some covers at least to work with for now. ARXY right across, and Bullshark right in the middle. All of these teams are outside of the zone, and NIKITANGA has a little bit of advantage out of that section as Rama goes in to tap out the Dynamo members.
Oh, he's gonna finish off the job because this is the Romeo and Juliet we're talking about. Dita is pressuring so hard on Dynamo's team. There's no way for them to actually run from this ordeal. We're looking on the other side. Bullshark's team just charged right in to join in the fray.
Oh, Bullshark still having 4-man strong, crashing straight towards the side of Dita. Rama goes in for the spray, looking for Joe, looking for more members, and they are just shredding them into pieces. Here comes the next member. It's going to be trial. Oh my goodness, Dita is on fire. The power couple just making miracle happen in that split of the moment.
2 versus 4 it is, and they clip on everybody that comes along and crossing path with them. We have ARXY's team have to fight this Romeo and Juliet couple. We have Dynamo just trying to hold as long as possible with that smoke covers. The only smoke that have covers on it.
That was just sick. I can't believe my eyes. And Dita this time around, look at that. 15 total kills, and ARXY not too shabby at all. Total 9, and now Rama is falling real low, hoping that he has enough mats to work with. Well, there is a whole lot of bodies that they could choose from to actually get themselves stocked up, but they need to pop a couple of smokes to do so. Well, Rollexxx having that AUG, this Smokey, just like his name, will crack up a bottle of smoke while Rollexxx is going in for the spray now. Oh, they managed to find Smokey LP.
That was a nice pixel shot coming up from the flame. Now there goes the toss of the nade. Will it hit? Joker is trying to revive. Will they make it on time? I think they're gonna get just half HP gone there. Close enough, but Dita Raman, you're being pressured by Torti from the back. And it seems like Dita is trying to get the couple on, and White Links will get on the flank side.
It could be either side is 2v2v2. Either side could possibly win this one out. Blind sprays coming from Rollexxx, dropping yet another grenade right in between both of them. Might just be Smokey getting clipped out. They're not moving away too much. A little bit of chip damage is going to be okay. Well, ARXY have the ditch to work with for the longest of time.
Just a little bit more to the front. He might just get one knock. It's Rollexxx versus 2 of Dynamo's teams. Oh, well, he tried to climb that up, but it's a very slippery slope.
Torti dropping another one.
Oh, this time they hit it, and it hit right on the spot. Well, we have Joker covering. It will be Rollexx's game because they just finished one more team. Now we're speaking of top 2 teams left. Still Dita on the chart. We have Ramat just backing her up, trying to revive his teammates. Her teammates, sorry for that. They only have the covers of smoke.
Not only the cover of smoke, they still have the running vehicle where we have the CF cover as well. They're going to remove that from play the moment I speak of that. Rama will be knocked for the second time coming, so it's all up to Dita. The moment I speak of it, that's going to be a detonation and in the game with a bang.
ARXY finally get themselves one chicken dinner for the game 7 today. That was so close. Dita might get herself one more chicken dinner.
Oh my goodness me. Well, I talked about Dita having such a good game previously. They could have walked away with their chicken dinner, but ARXY, I was talking about ARXY before we even start the match, and I'm happy for ARXY for finally nailing this chicken dinner. And you saw how many nades they dropped right in front of Dynamo's side, and Dynamo was just playing a little bit passive because they don't really have the vision. They've already dropped enough smokes, hoping to not get discovered, but they've already been spotted out for the longest of time. And Dita, we saw Dita getting invaded by Bullshark. Bullshark members, all 4, charging straight in towards the power couple, and they just removed them from play, destroying both vehicles and take down Joe as well as the rest.
The power of love.
Yep, definitely the power of love, and the power of friendship as well from the side of ARXY. for winning chicken dinner for match number 7.
Congratulations to ARXY's team who finally got themselves one chicken dinner, but we still have one more game to go. Will it be another Dita's team game because they might got themselves 3 chicken dinner if they keep on going with this consistency.
I'm not too sure about that, but all I know is that they got a heck loads of kills from this match itself. Same goes to ARXY's side, already taking down the rest of Dynamo as well as another 2 kills from the side of Dita. So we're gonna take some time to tabulate the scores and we'll slowly reveal who will be on top of the charts right now. I think that with ARXY's win, maybe he might just be in the top 3 as well.
That's one thing, but then I'm waiting for the kill leader because we're looking at Dita's team just now and it was amazing clutch and there's a lot of kills going on for that team and she might, sorry for that, she might actually trump over Bullshock's kill just now because it was a very close gap, not that big enough for them to just keep on going for another game because I think Dita will get among the double-digit kills as we speak.
Yep, we just have to wait and see as we have a producer slowly tabulating all these scores for us. And of course, if you guys are here watching the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019, I'm going to remind you guys once again, there's free gifts up for grab by just connecting your PUBG Mobile account to your YouTube channel. So all you have to go do is head over towards the settings and you will be able to find yourself connected accounts. Just click over the button and just log in. Once you log right in, you'll be able to claim that free gift by the end of the show. So do give it a little bit of time, and there's a whole lot going from start to finish. If you guys missed out on some action and maybe some of your favorite streamers as well, they are currently streaming the matches as we speak of it.
Yep.
So don't worry too much. Go ahead and watch the VODs by the end of the show, or who knows, any time that you like, up to your convenience. This is what I really love about YouTube.
And not just that, you guys can watch the highlights from yesterday too if you guys want to, because some of us just joined in today. And one more thing, what do you expect? This will be the last game later after this, and it's gonna be a wrap. And those who actually got themselves the advantage to choose a pro team, I guess it's a big impact for the one that later, which you're gonna have the grand finals.
Yeah, of course, all of them will match to secure professional team nonetheless. It's just that, will they be able to secure their favorite stars? And we're gonna have another segment of all these reality TV show for these guys as well. So who knows what sort of challenges are up ahead as we slowly wait for the results. Well, we got to talk about the previous game because from start to finish, it was pretty exciting to watch. And I was really curious on what the game plan was for the RawKnee's side because they separated themselves into a different section. I think that they planned it out like, we're just going to go for the survival points.
Don't plan.
So I wonder how much they scored this time around.
They're the pros of pros. Pros of pros don't plan, bro. They just go with the professional weapons and just go whatever they want because that's what the RawKnee's team is about. I like that team. It's all about having some fun.
Yep, and now we do have the leaderboards popping right out. Dita will reign supreme with the first team to be able to break the 200 mark. So that's 203 points and the total 66 kill for Dita herself as well as her allies. And Bullshark will be on second place with a total of 171, followed by Gareebooo with 135. So nothing much have changed over the top 3. Let's break it down from 4th place to 8th place.
Kronten got himself at 4th place with 114 teams, but not that much in terms of kills to catch up with the first ranking ones. We have Nikki just below it, 22 kills in total, but 109 points. ARXY have a lot of kills, 39 kills, but got themselves at 6th place because of position points is not enough yet to climb up. Only 100 points there. We have Dynamo getting 96 points, while Mitchel at 8th place with 93 points. And the 9th place, Xinshuan there with 89 points.
You can see Xinshuan climbing up the board over 9th place. Rollexxx now over on 10th spot with a total of 84. And right below it is going to be Kissel99 with a total of 65, sharing the spot with KaiChi, as KaiChi will lack the numbers of kills, so she'll be sitting on 12th place, followed by Gareebooo on the 13th. Alice this time around on the 14th place. RawKnee will slip towards the 15th spot, followed by Sulin, still only having 1 kill. I guess it's not really working out, but they did pick up some interesting fight inside of Milta early on.
This is what I've been waiting for. So close yet so far. Now closing up the gap is actually Dita at second, 15 points. We have Bullshot at 20, still leading up the crown. And third place is none other than Kizel, 9 points. A lot of catching up to do. Camry 7 points with 4th place here. While the 5th is none other than ARXY, who just won that chicken dinner just now.
That's right, and of course, the superstar from EVO's Bullshark is still on top of the standings in terms of kills, but it's just 5 kills of the difference between Dita and himself. So it's gonna be a little bit tough for that, but we gotta wait for match number 8 to come by. And wow, that was just something that was so exciting to watch. My name is Contra, this is Choo Choo, and we're gonna bring you our very final match of the day right after this, so don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back.
Introducing the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019, presented by Google Play. 16 top gaming creators team up with the world's top pro players. Catch all the action and drama exclusively on YouTube. With millions of PUBG Mobile fans across the world, a new generation of stars competes for fame, glory, and $250,000 in total prizes. The road to stardom opens on July 1st. Join us and vote for your favorite star.
Hi everyone and welcome back to PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019, the online ranking session. I am Choo-Choo.
And my name is Kronten here, casting the games alongside with Choo-Choo.
Oh, and this event is hosted by VSPN, authorized by Tencent Games and PUBG Corporation, presented by Google Play, and only broadcasted on
YouTube. Of course, speaking of YouTube here, if you guys haven't claimed some free gifts, we have something special for you guys who are watching right now. So go ahead, link your YouTube account alongside with your PUBG mobile account. How to do so? The steps are pretty simple. You just click over on the settings and you'll be able to find connected accounts. Next, you'll be able to connect your PUBG mobile account just by doing so and select your favorite region. And that's all you have to do to claim yourself those freebies. Now we got that on our way. We are down to the very final match of the night. I'm not sure where you guys are from. Maybe it might be morning, might be evening, or the afternoon. But thank you guys for tuning in so far. We're going to conclude the online ranking session with this very final match inside of ARXY TPP.
Well, I'm looking forward for the last one because everybody would just step up their game. This is where it matters. Whatever points you have, this will be the last one that you have to gain. And just now, RC proved themselves. They still managed to get the chicken dinner the very last minute. And it was almost the third chicken dinner for Dita's team.
Oh yeah, it was really close. It was just down to the wire. And ARXY pulled off that clutch. They got the rest of the guys from of course, Gareebooo was surrounded at first, and then it was Dynamo, and of course, Dita. They were playing by the smokes, playing by the vehicle as well, and they still went in helping each other out. It was RawKnee as well as Dita from the start all the way to the finish. It felt like a Titanic moment for a little bit.
Not just a little bit.
It's always a great ending in a sense.
That was a power couple moment. That's a lot of clutches by these two people. I like how they always revive and got each other's back throughout the whole tournament. And anyhow, we're going to head into the last match. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, I gotta say that we've seen a couple of surprises from across the games, and I just want to know how it's gonna be like when they finally meet each other through the road of stardom, which will happen in August. But of course, this is just a little bit of that sneak preview, but it's all about the bragging rights. Right now, Dita is sitting on the top of the table. She's just holding out really strong, and Bullshark's right behind. Who knows? We might just see a little bit of bounce back coming in from the side of Bullshark's squad, and currently Bullshark is the one leading the kills.
But that's not far off from Dita, who are actually just 5 points behind. Anytime, any soon, Dita can take over the chart, but still holding on to the crown is none other than Bullshark, which is with 20 kills of points. So he might just further that apart with his next and final game that we're waiting for, or we'll be closing out the gap. Dita is very close, while the rest of the third until the 5th place, which is actually just climb up the chart with that chicken dinner just now. He can climb up, but it will be like what?
Yeah.
20 kills to catch up?
Well, it really depends of how the position is going to go for the very final match. And we see Dynamo as well as Kronten OP somewhere squeezing towards the top 3. They were still around the top 5, top 6. So it's not too hard for them to sort of go into, go gun blazing to try to chase in for those points and try to secure some of their favorite teams.
course, I believe that some of the teams might be coming from the global rounds of PMCO, so we haven't got the whole list
We don't
down.
know.
So we got to get that underway as the teams are currently getting prepared. And speaking of that, we have the prelims happening over the weekend, so you guys can check it out as well. But our focus right now is all eyes on the Star Challenge. And of course, you got all your superstars getting ready for that very final match inside of Erangel TPP.
But before that, I heard there's a new season starting off for the PUBG Mobile too.
Oh yeah, the brand new season, and it's exciting times for you guys to climb up those ranks. Of course, there's also the Royal Pass, and if you guys would like to get even better skins, even better rewards, make sure you guys go ahead and book yourself that Royal Pass. Now,
Well, it's gonna be worthwhile with free gift also in YouTube that you're watching right now. So be sure to keep your eyes open for that popping of the box to claim your rewards, and you will get it after watching this live. Before that, we're still waiting for the players to get into the game. I'm hoping for a team, for example, Sulin's team to get chicken dinner.
well, that will be quite a show to watch. I mean, like, if that happens, like, yeah, that's gonna
Or Ronnie's
skyrocket.
team. Ronnie's team.
Oh, either one. I think that definitely will get all the chat excited right there. So
Yeah, I know.
who knows? Might just be some easy claps all around for Ronnie, and maybe the pros of pros might just rise up from the dead in the sense. But speaking of that, a few more seconds before we head straight in towards our final match. If you guys are excited for this, make sure you guys pop into those hashtags and tell us who's going to take the final match of the day as we'll head in towards our final match, match number 8, inside of Erangel TPP.
Welcome back to the final match of PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019, the online ranking session. And I am Choo Choo. This is Contra. You can't see him, but he's inside your heart right now, just next to me. We will be saying about the last game right now. Final match.
Oh yeah, I can see Choo Choo's getting really pumped up for
Yep.
this one. And thank you guys for watching thus far. If you guys are starting off from the first match since yesterday, you guys are the real MVPs. Now we're starting off the flight from the corners of Kameshki as well as Salber, heading in towards South George as well as Hospital. A lot of all these members are dropping towards the central area while we see Ronnie heading towards the corners of Kameshki. So he's going to be playing it a little bit safely. Maybe we're going to see him going in towards the spawn island again.
Oh, please happen. So I'm waiting for a big plays by Ronnie, and this is one of the biggest players we've seen in history. They have a lot of professional weapons in that spawning island.
Oh yeah, and I remember the last time he was there, the first thing he found inside the spawn island was a mutant right off the bat. We see Xinchuan floating over towards the corners of Lipovka. I think they're getting joined by another team as well. I think it's Mitchel already docking in towards the warehouses. So they're going to book in the Dita, and they're just going to speed off instead. And oh my, there we go. RawKnee letting off a clip of those shotgun shells, and he's going to go in for the reload. Only 2 shells to be popped out at once on it at 6.
Okay, who said you need a sniper rifle or even an assault rifle when you can have shotguns in this game? This has been a lot of impact for throughout the whole event. I like how they use and abuse shotguns and take almost the whole team down.
Oh,
But
here comes
Dita-
Rama going in for the punches. Oh, Stark. They're just bullying him out here. Okay, it's like, okay, ladies first. Dita might just want to go in for a kill secure. And we still have a couple of members getting shredded out across the map, but they're just taunting him right now, doing a little bit of push-ups there. Rama showing some biceps, while Ted will go in for more. So Dita will still secure the kill with the punches.
Well, looking at Ronnie Ted right now, he's playing Super Zero with that DP28, but nothing on him yet. No helmet, no vest, not even any healing utilities. They are camping out through this region, and it seems like they will want to pick up the fight against Sulin's team.
Yep, and this is going to be a little bit tough. They're all hiding by the corners of the container. Having the shotgun as well as the M24. Close combat for a sniper, not really the brightest of idea, but Spin have no option left. So Magic's going to pull out that micro Uzi, taking down the side of Kissel 99. Ted's on top of the crate, but there's a surprise waiting for the guys of Ronnie.
Oh, trying to rotate and get an alternative tug is really trying to get the tunnels on. Trying to get the Zulins, which is very, very quiet in this container.
Oh, the TP spray! Double for the side! Oh my, RawKnee this time around managed to secure a lot more kills.
Well, Zulin, seems like they are trying to get that back up very late. One Miffy is already on his knees, which Rollexxx angry is really going to charge right in. He knows the rest of Rollexxx just going up from the other side, and it's gonna be a stuck position. Sim is way out, the first one to be out of the game. 15 teams left at that.
I love how the sword just pulls upon him, and now there we go. Even Hui is dropping out as well. I think that we see too many casualties in less than 10 minutes. Oh, less than 5.
That's super fast. They are really going at it for the last game.
Yeah, and they're just getting a little bit more edgy on the kills. And here comes RawKnee again. Yep, he's going in for the island.
Yeah, but I love this team. I love this guy. Who cares about the safe zone? As long as you can get the stuff, the best one on the spawn island. I don't know what they have there, but it seems that he's just going for it anyways.
Oh yeah, I mean like, why worry? I mean, you still got lots of time. 2 minutes and 30 seconds before the blue zone ticks in, while Bull Shark will be on the side of Georgia Pole. A little bit of a billboard telling you PMCO's around the corner. Make sure you guys check that out too. Of course, enjoy this show while you're at it. And our Alice this time around is over on the Gatka side. Bull Shark having a little bit of a visitors as well. If I'm not mistaken, there is a member from RawKnee, which is pretty close by. And we've seen some action just now inside of South George containers anyways. So there we go. Into the spawn island. I love how they even have a billboard here as if like, you know, there's any inhabitants inside this island. But now they do.
Exactly right. Well, I'm sure RawKnee's fans right now are cheering up on their throat. He did it again. He's the man of his word, the man, the legend, the RawKnee. The pro is of pro as he speaks.
I mean, like, he can call this the RawKnee Island if he wants to.
Oh, maybe we can put it up right. No problem for that. I totally agree if they make it happen.
Oh yeah, now going back to school, here comes the rest of Gareebooo, having Warung accompanying him, going in for some lecture sessions. While we still have quite some time before Circle kicks off, they're already inside, smack right into the middle, and Gareebooo is inside of Razak. While we look back into Pachinki, this is going to be K7 Kaichi's side. I think Kaichi has been relatively quiet for the past couple of games.
That's true. We're looking at Dita, who's been owning a lot of chicken dinners. They are still trying to go for more, and I know for sure that Dita is actually trying to get the kill leader spot. And looking at how aggressive she plays right now, trying to get one more kill against Sichuan's team. Hugh is just trying to stay quiet because they know they are kind of segregated at the moment.
Oh, here comes some challenges coming from the side of Sichuan, but Hijar immediately hops out the UAZ. Here comes Dita going in to shred down Jae-hong. And here comes more members from the side of Dita as well. And this will be him just hiding by the bush. I think he's going to pull out the fist. Oh, again? Well, they're pretty cruel, but they just want to bring out the fist fights in between. Oh, even drinking an energy drink in front of him.
He's really going in.
Okay.
They are having fun. That's what really matters about this match anyway. It's not just being competitive. You have to have a couple of laughs here and there. Especially RawKnee. You're the best. You're the man. And we'll look at Zero with that micro Uzi still trying to charge and get a revenge out of Jong's death just now. Dita's team will just loot it up out of that box and just gonna build this and get another compound to work on.
And just docking the bike by the corners of the haystack, just trying to look out for Coco. They heard the vehicle moving. Dita still got the favorite M4 in her hands while Pai matches sprayed towards the side of Ted. So I guess it's a safe option to be in an island for the other members of the RawKnee. While looking into the corners of Pai, he's by the peak of the top of South George, where he's just climbing up of all these metal bars, and Tuck's gonna pop out that nade, hoping to actually go in for something miraculous.
We're looking at that spray, did manage to clip a couple of HP until it was half, but not even enough damage to knock them down. Still going for the chase. Dita, Rahmat, and the rest of Dita's team really committed to take down Sinchuan, and the rest of them is struggling with that tricycle. It might just be the end of Sinchuan. Only Coco level 30 almost got it. They got away.
Oh, they managed to sprint out of that situation, and even Coco is not being left out, and he's just going for a little bit of dive, and that will possibly be a little damage chip. Lucky enough, it's not going to be a knock, but oh man, we got to take a breather here. Hydra managed to spot out Coco, and wow, this goose chase is going for such a long time, but here comes Hydra going in with the AK spray, secures Coco down on the ground.
Oh, they're still going back for the return damage. Dita right now coming in with that buggy might just finish off the clean job. While the rest of Sinchuan still have 2 more to go. And the rest of Dita's team is just on their knees trying to get the kill. Dita is being so much pressured right now. Only she's the person left for her team. The only responsibility she have to do right now to stay alive or making sure one more teammate is being revived, which is what she's doing exactly right now.
Oh, that's going to be a lava grenade right in front. Oh, run for your life. Okay, closest clear.
It was actually a smoke. That's buying a lot of time for Dita's team, and Rahmat will be the next one to be revived. She got Hydra. One Sinchuan, the leader is down. 1 more to go. Will they manage to hold it in? It was, oh, there you go. Wipe up the whole team.
Oh, Dita. Oh, okay. Trying to go in for the save, just hopping off the ledge. I guess like the boys, we just gotta watch that happen.
Bullshark is going in for more kills. He just managed to get Gareebooo and Kambu on the other side of the map. Roddy finally landed himself on a different place now.
At least they managed to locate the vehicles once again. A little bit of wall dance coming in from the side of Austin, while Drones goes in to tap out Captain Gareebooo. Say goodbye to him for now, while he still manages to get that crosshair in. There we go. No more Gareebooo in the final match of Arango TPP.
Is the Kambu taking off the Gareebooo, the boost and the boost, just going in for the kills. Oh, here we go, Alice. If the girls are going at it again, Kaichi versus Alice's team.
She's charging up with Nate though.
Yeah, she's cooking it up. But she's been surrounded for Kaichi. Alice and Lels, clipped off a little bit of HP there. Lels trying to go. And
she sees the bait. Alice dropping right in. Oh, there goes Kaichi.
Finish it off with the leader. With the rest of K7, Kaichi's team is kind of far apart. They will hold their ground and let the leader be the sacrificial lamb at this moment.
Oh well, she tried. Like she said, I have some offerings, my friend. Please take my holoscopes all on the ground. Please don't take my life. And she didn't care. Lala's just spraying.
She cares too much for a team that she sacrificed herself for it, okay? And now we're looking at Nikki, who's just on his UAZ, trying to get 1 more chicken in to make another record for himself. Dita managed to survive so much and get the whole team up again.
Wait, hold on a second. Dita already secured that 5 kills. Now they're tying up with Bullshark already. Wait,
not enough.
Bullshark has 2, so it's still 2.
Still not enough. Still 3 more kills to catching up. But we're looking at Dynamo, and on the other side, the RawKnee is just at Stelber.
Okay.
They are not contested.
Okay, so he claimed the island, called it the RawKnee Island. Now he wants to be the king of the hill as well. How
why
greedy can you get,
why
RawKnee?
not? That's what the pros do. Because nobody is actually on the north.
Okay.
Who cares?
Well, call him king of the north then.
Oh, probably will. We're looking over Dynamo's team. Smokey just bumped into a small stone. A little bit of hiccups here and there. There's a lot of team actually transitioned themselves from the east a little bit to the west. We might ended up around Rosshog area soon.
Yep, and towards the mountains of Gatka, we still see Kronten's team right across the corner, followed by Bullshark. All of them are kind of scattered for the time being. We're looking at ARXY, the champions of match number 7, while we have a Groza package landing right outside for Rollexxx to pick up. So ARXY having the vehicle parked inside, they say coast is clear. So all these level 3 goodies are already in the hands of ARXY. And over on the other corner, we see members just driving across. So that's just ARXY's side having a poppy to rotate about.
The High Rollers really want a chicken dinner for themselves too. The current state Dynamo will just billionaires it out, but big pressure still. Gareebooo is not giving up. They want to get the kill leading board as well. Whoa, there's a flying car over the river, and as well as not even a river, there was over the mountain.
Oh yeah, just by the corners of ruins as well. Well, we see Drone just trying to drive himself across. Well, Joker's gonna join into his party as well. Dynamo soaking a little bit more across RawKnee, so it's gonna be a little bit bumpy ride for Joker to follow suit, as this is going to be the backbone of RawKnee upon the hills. There's going to be some taps from the side of Gareebooo as well. Looking for him, there's nothing much for the challenge, while Chin9 finds himself Meteor Alice. And here comes Tron. Oh, run kill!
Oh, that was mean and evil, but was nice to watch. Sorry for that. Bullshot got themselves one more kill as Tron is just next to him. We get one more for Dynamo Gaming. They are really aiming for the kills. Bullshot.
Oh, another one!
That was just a good tactic. One will be aiming for the kills and one more running over to finish the job. It was so just ingenious.
I'm not sure. They made it look so easy, spraying from the vehicle. Here comes Chin9, going for the spray down as well. Going for the infant. Here comes him, walking it out. And Alice falls out for the second time coming. There goes Lattice as well. So this is just going to be 11 more teams left alive. And I'm not sure what's really going on right there. But I gotta say, at least Lattice almost squeezed in towards the top 10.
11 teams to go to the 6 still alive. Not much going on, but just the second circle. One more will be taken down. We have Gareebooo still aiming for the kills, pressuring a lot for Niki's team, who is really damaged in terms of physical and also economic wise.
Yeah, you see Gareebooo just waiting it out. Now, looking at the circle, I believe that this does cover their side for timing for the side of Gareebooo, while Tosho is taking his moment to actually look out ahead. There's a lot of field of view to cover from this point of the section. And he's all by himself for now. The rest of Mitchel is just right across, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now, we saw him really pulling off some sick kills over day number 1. Day 2, I think that it's not too bad as well. Well,
oh, wait for it. Dita take out Bullshot Pie there. This might be the biggest history of war we're looking at. Dita is pinning down Bullshot to stop him getting more kills, but they have been counterfired by Bullshot himself. There's a lot of damage taken up for Dita's team.
You can see Bullshot getting ready with the M16 as well, trying to line it up against the UAZ, trying to burn out all these members as Dita soaks more damage, dropping to only 15%. They gotta heal up real soon, while Tron is not really worrying too much because he's got his helmet intact, all checked up, but he's just gonna go ahead and migrate to a different section because Pachinki is way too dangerous for them to play it out.
Meanwhile, they lost one casualty. The rest of Dita's also migrating and making sure they're getting a better position, but they are not putting this one off. Hydra is still going on for Tron, and Bullshot will just have to return the damage. There, Hydra being gone down as well. Bullshot is still trying to go for the kills, and it seems like Dita is just getting the head of the kills too.
Oh, this vehicle is smoking up. It's a little bit dangerous for Dita to drive this one off. Immediately hopping it off and almost getting that vehicle burned out, but she will take it out by herself before it turns her into dust. While the Sands still not healing up as of yet, popping a couple of smokes. Bullshark going in for the save. Tron will be able to get himself a help, but Sands is working across. He's thinking of ditching this situation. He knows that he's gonna get clipped, so he's gonna fall out.
False hope given for Tron. He threw off the smoke and just built right after that. That was mean. If you don't understand, just go away. Dita says keep on keeping the pressure against Bullshark's team. They have no way to save Tron right now. He just can hide himself a little bit more, buying time in the smoke.
Well, I guess they could possibly get some angles to peek over the side of Rama,
I
but
think he still wanted to save him.
oh,
Bullshark still wanted to save Tron right now.
I guess so, but I'm not keeping my hopes way too high. Spots out Dita, and Joe with the 6 times on that M4. May not let out some bullets
Bleeding
string
out.
up in the air as of yet, but yeah, Tron's gonna slowly bleed out. Oh, Blue's slowly taking it too over
This
her
is
back.
hard
It's
to
gonna be
watch.
Dita.
This is hard to watch. For a moment, Tron was smiling happily there. I will be revived. But the next moment, nope. Bullshark said, nope. I don't think it's gonna work. We're just gonna build you here.
And looking in towards the map, we see Kronten's right in the middle of the bridges between Ruins, Hospital, as well as Razak. Now, it's all places for them to play upon as they are currently hiding out in those vicinities, as Dita have the longest of standoffs against the members of Bullshark. Spotting out Joe already. Oh, the damage is good. And we see Dita always taking that DP. She is just a monster when it comes to controlling the DP spray.
But Bullshark is not other monster. We're talking about the monsters of kills here. He's still aiming pressure on Dita's team, even though they are a bit short on men. But Dita hit rate is really low, and the rest of the team really have to move and budge over because they don't have enough healing stuff and utilities going on. Tron is being saved in the last minute there. It was a close call, but it seems like Bullshark is not giving up on his squad members just yet.
Yeah, and he waited for the last moment. He's thinking that, okay, I believe that there's enough time for us to squeeze in while they find the corners of the silver drainage, just covering them up. Dita getting stopped away. Tron will get the return fire as Bullshark will finish her off. And not sure if they have enough support. That's only the UAZ for coverage for the time being. And the blue is just eating her up alive. Oh my! Bullshark finding the second one as well. There goes Hydra. So Ramat's gonna get occupied. Here comes the taps of the bullets flying in. Bullshark wants to retain as the kings of the kills.
He knows it's Dita's team, and this is the time that they want to take the other team, the competitor, out of the way. The contender, the biggest one, against the leading of the chart for the kills. Bullshark just shows them how to hit the bullseye and eat them like a shark.
Exactly, bullseye, baby. Just getting it with that suppressed M16. Still trying to squeeze it right through. Hydra drops for the second time.
Ouch, just got hurt for Dita. There have been a lot of impact for the damage on the economic wise. There have been a lot of smoke being popped out. A lot of healing has been used. They really need to loot up themselves to cover themselves a little bit on smoke and recover that's been lost.
Yeah, and at least they still have 4 members left intact, but they're just losing way too much helmets as well as the Kevlar vests. And we're looking at Bullshark. I think that's going to be Hydra slowly bleeding out, and this is going to be them just being way too happy about it. Well, losing one member is better than losing all of that in that sense.
And yeah, that's true. Sometimes you gotta play that one soul survivor, man. But Angry here is really in an ordeal. I don't know which is more in an ordeal. Is it Angry or Mitchel's team? Because Angry can be very unpredictable sometimes. He just charged right in without thinking twice.
Well, I think that he can hold this position for long. Okay, having the vehicle flipped outside. At least this is going to give him a little bit of cover. Well, a friend of mine always told me that if you were to open that door with a vehicle in front, it's going to flip it right through. Well, that's going to be a Nate flying in. Lucky for him, that's going to be landing on top of him. But that's going to be Rollexxx.
Oh my goodness, that was nice done for Bullshark. He really aims to wipe out the whole team of Dita. And there goes denying her team to get the most kills just now.
Well, I guess when they meet in the future, they might just go on a fist fight. Well, Bullshark definitely had the last laugh, and these are the kings trying to retain the throne. While we go back into its Mitchell side, we see Rollexxx members just getting shredded off. Hawk, he's returning a little bit of damage right there. So Juicy having the Groza to work with, just taking a little bit of the short peek over the yellow house as well. Angry popping up a frag. Not going to connect though.
I love how Rollexxx playing right now. They are making Angry as debate and pressuring Mitchel team so hard with that angle covering from behind. It was actually a very good position for Rollexx's team.
Now, Angry's still trying to hold that position as the entry fragger. And Angry's going to drive up towards the back, just getting those members' attention away while the rest of Mitchel are having a little bit of room to breathe. But not for Gareebooo, though. That's going to be a double for the side of Dynamo, as Spider will be getting that first shot, followed by Smokey OP. Gareebooo will send Drone on his way, but I'm not sure how they're going to pick this fight up because they do have one member from the side of Dynamo bleeding out. Warren's going to join into its party as well, ducking his way towards the small rock and spots out Spider. They're going to go in for the fight.
They're trying to sandwich the Gareebooo team. Dynamo Spider just making sure that UAZ will explode right in front of him. We're looking at Niki's team being pressured by Kronten burn there, and the rest of Gareebooo Tron is trying to build this one, but Joker is not that forgiving and not giving this one up.
Oh yeah, we are going for save a little bit too late. Of course, Joker's gonna secure the kill anyways. And here comes Gareebooo, members just driving up. There's nowhere for him to hide at all. Boom! There we go. Smokey OP secures that one, and Wara risks his life for nothing. But Drone tries to go away from this fight. He says this is way too much to take because Bull Sharks have just arrived. And there goes Dynamo members dropping out towards the rocks.
Woo. Bull Shark is really on fire. He's on rampage mode right now. Non-stop killing after one team and another. He's just taken up this to up his advantage. And one more team will be wiped out at this current state. Drone is trying to hold as much as he can. He's the only last survivor for the Gareeboo's team.
And you can see that he's just slowly pulling his way, just trying to make themselves in towards the next phase and praying that they can actually squeeze in towards the top 5. Now we're looking at the top 9, and Kronten OP will have the most members, followed by RawKnee as well as Mitchel. Tron will have a little bit of coverage using the vehicles for now, but Joe goes in for the taps, looking for the rest of the members of Kronten OP.
Bullshark Joe trying to apply more pressure on the flank side, while we'll have Bullshark himself just aiming for more and more kills. Don't forget we have Joker on the other side, but here Joe being clipped off here and there while Kronten is applying the pressure back on them. Like it or not, Joe has to take another cover, running himself towards the tree. Bullshark trying to get Hugh actually aiming them from behind.
Yep, and we see Torty getting himself some action as well, while Bullshark having some members just hiding by the trees, having to try their luck against Joker, while Kronten OP is just by the corners of the ledge. While we're looking towards the next circle here, which favors the side of RawKnee again. So could it be another chicken dinner for RawKnee? We're about to find out. While Ronnie's pretty safe over on the north side, could possibly crawl in towards the circle in a jiffy.
Who said you need some fights going on to survive to the end, but RawKnee just got themselves the high rollers being wiped out as RawKnee just joined in to get a little piece of that pie to make sure that they have some kill points for themselves too.
Oh, there goes Joker getting sniped away. Oh, that's quite a distance. This is Bullshark showing dominance, getting himself that crazy shot of his life.
Stingray K7 trying to get the one and only chicken dinner for them for the first time. But I don't think they have much backup going on for the K7's team because they are very segregated. RC trying to go for another kill, maybe just scoping here and there, making sure they are super safe and sound. Nobody infiltrating this compound. Ronnie on the other side just managed to get Mitchel.
Oh, there we go. Jingwei getting dropped out there. Bullshark immediately hops out of the vehicle, taps the spray button, and spray and pray got himself that sort of kill. While we're looking at the top 6 right now, Ronnie having to deal with Mitchel as ARXY slowly crawls right in. And Ronnie is the only member standing, or should I say proning in a sense, because he's just hugging by the belly, have no time to save out Ash because they are surrounded right now by the rest of Mitchel. So it's gonna hide behind the tree.
The Pro Snake is trying to get the biggest clutch ever. It's 1 versus 2, but 3, as I say. Mitchel managed to revive one up. K7 Van on the other side managed to knock down Bullshark and finish it off. That was the killer of Kings of Killer just now we speak.
Oh my goodness me, Tron's gonna be popping a couple of smokes as we go. This is gonna be K7 members hugging by the corners of the ridges right there, while Joe as well as Tron is pretty much far apart. So Bullshark only having 2 of these guys being left by the corners right there as they slowly play the rotation game in towards the lower section, but that's pretty near towards the river. There's no sort of a coverage nearby the river at all.
Oh, Chin9 trying to get the big clutch like he did yesterday, but Bullshark team is so good. It's so hard to get them by yourself, even though they lost their leader, but the rest of the team is up to par, the same level as Bullshark himself. They might want to revenge for his death and get one more chicken dinner for themselves. Joe is scouting over K7's area. They know a couple of smokes being popped. Try to apply the pressure as much as he can. Try to charge right in, but not getting the clips on. Joe trying to hold it in, but so much damage taken up for himself.
We can see Tron just covering for the side of Joe, immediately getting those bullets in. He goes in for the prone, while Chin9 just trying to get himself a little bit of coverage. He knows there's not much place to hide. He's just in the rock and the hard place while a couple of smokes have been expected by Ben to cover his tracks. Kronten is still holding it off, but both of them have to move in less than a minute's time.
Oh, at the current room trying to pop off a smoke, maybe try to run or hide away. With that invasion, he made a little bit of moment and buying a little bit more time. Joe is trying to rotate the other way around to get the flags and managed to get one more to go. It will be one more, just one more. Last hit on just Chin9. Tron trying to make it happen for the team and managed to finish off the clean job. And now he will get Joe to just making sure they will stay until the very late of the game.
They still have time to go in for the pickup there because looking at the clock here, we have 15 seconds and he managed to clip him off by that one tiny bit of the pixel and Chin9 just falls out. We're looking at ARXY still having a lot of men strong, pulling off that VSS spray, finding Abby on the back. Kronten and losing up on the one member, slowly bleeding out, but there's no time to go in for the revive. But RawKnee wants to secure this kill, instead gets return fire from the back as Ash will be this time around for him to go in for the pickup there, but he's dealing with the rest of Mitchel, trying to take him out. Tosho's outside the zone, he's going in for the double, he's trying to secure this one, now Pone running for his life, and there we go, the spray is beautiful, but this is going to be the blue, taking off his health, it's going to be a 1-for-1, instead, Napon clutches it out, and he will fall right outside.
That was so close, but the blue is just pressuring and chipping off his life too fast, too little time to work with. And we're looking at Mitchel's team just have 2 men left, while Kronten's team still have 3 more, but they are kind of segregated at the moment. 4 teams left with 12 people alive. Not everybody have 4 teams, 4 squads. Bullshark, even though they're just 2 men, but still charging right into ARXY's zone.
Here comes the party. They've just docked themselves with the Thessia as Kronten LP wants to take on the fight ahead against ARXY side. White Lynx just holding on towards the angles there. Well, ARXY himself is hiding by the cheekiest of angles. Not sure if they will be able to spot him out though, as Abby will be following suit. And they are hiding by the lower side of the angles there. Birds is still outside of the zone, and there we go. Torty will be able to find out Birds as Joe will be taking out ARXY as we talk about him hiding by the corners.
Two occupied to the front, they forgot from the flanks. We still have Bullsharks' team on their heads, and ARXY Toti does not have any idea that Joe is getting the crosshair on him. And silently waiting, Joe almost lost the pass, but managed to get one. Is Napon coming up from the flanks. They are really being pressured so bad. Kronten and just ARXY's team is clamped up between sandwich. These 2 teams taking up the advantage. 1 versus 1, and not 1 versus 1, 1 by 1 going down for the middle ones. Being sandwiched so bad, they have no idea they're kind of stuck in the middle.
And right now we see Napon slowly crawling by, and over the other edge is going to be Bullshark taking a little bit of sweet time. They know that there's way too many members right inside of the tallest tower that we see right now. White Lynx is on his knees, but here comes the perfect trade coming from a Poppy, but he has been soaking way too much. There goes Joe as well, finding Tori right outside of the spot. And there goes Mitchel, just being a little bit quiet, popping out the first aid kit. They're trying to go in with the charge, and here goes all the members. He's taking the blue zone, and oh my goodness, he launches right in. He's hugging by the corners, and there's nowhere to hide. He will fall down, and Abby is going to be hugging by the corners of the staircase right below.
So little space to work with, but Avi still surviving. White Lynx is really on his knees, while Mitchel team is really on a dire need for a chicken. We're looking at Torty kind of stuck in the middle. Bullshark just gonna advance forward, progressing throughout this circle. Look at Tron. Right now he's trying to get a vision right. It's so hard to work with. So many teams left. 4 teams in a very small circle.
Might just be a Colby. A little bit short though, almost landing over on Napon. This is the final match of the online ranking session of the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019. Let's hear it out for Bullshark Tron. He's trying to get those members from the side of Mitchel, and Torten just by the edge of the circle as well. This is just so hard to actually decide because we know Tron is inside of the building, and there's not many exit points for themselves too.
Bullshark have been playing so well throughout this game right now. They are showing off who are their masses. Trying to wait for the right vision going for ARXY, but it's just not possible with the smoke going on. Abby is being silent as well. Everybody is on stagnation. There he goes, open fire. 1 down. Bullshark managed to get the very last minute before the play zone gets him. and 3 more teams to go.
It's all zooming in right now. First 8 kids being popped there from the side of Tron, and they're all on their bellies. Mitchel hiding behind the tree. We can see ARXY just by the corners of the hut as well, having the UAZ blocking in the back. While Tron's getting ready. He knows that somebody is right behind the tree. He did not land a nade at first, but he's going to go in for another try. Now, he might just get clipped off this time around. Tron's going to drop it right in front.
Oh, that was a beautiful on-point nade. Will it be one more to finish off Naupon? He's struggling. There's no way for his teammate to back up for ARXY. Almost made it. Naupon half HP left, bleeding out himself. Tron is just going to finish this job by himself. ARXY is waiting for the right moment now.
Couple of sprays coming across, stray bullets not hitting over anything at all. Then Bullshark right now having the numbers advantage, and Naupon won't be safe at all because ARXY just gotta watch his teammate fall while he's having his sweet time of his life right outside. And they know they have the advantage because Bullshark, they know that the rest of them have to leave the walls, and the only thing that he can do is just to tank the circle, as we will see this last match number 8, closing off. Maybe we'll see the final blue zone eating all of them up alive.
There goes the smoke pop just now, but Naupon didn't make it on time. We still have ARXY and Avi silently waiting, hoping that they are being favored by the gods of circle. Well, we have Bullshark right now, even though they're just 2 men at first, but they're holding it on. This will be a Kobe.
One more magical nade coming from the side of Tron. Will it land? Oh,
my goodness!
Second out instead from Joe.
That was brilliant play by Tron. He was dying at first, getting one kill after another, and there's only Avi left. Avi, try to hold it in. Joe knows.
This reminds me of the Pachinki fight. Remember, it was Avi versus Bullshark, and they had to secure that sort of chicken dinner. Now, this is just here hugging by the corners of the stairs. There's basically nowhere for him to even make a move at all.
He needs to hold it in, hoping that he have whatever utilities he needs to just survive to the last circle. It's all down to the Mat Games and Mat Kids at the end of this circle.
Yep, and we see Tron waiting patiently. They know that this is going to close all the way in because there's not much time left. And who knows, can Avi possibly survive? He has about 4 drinks up intact, as well as a couple of first aid kits. Here comes some imaging.
My goodness, Tron has a lot on him as well, but I don't think they can trump up. I think if it comes down to healing game, Avi just might just hit it.
Yep.
If he can hold that with that 6 Mat Kit. Problem is, they have one big healing utilities on Joe, or Tron just now. Tron, sorry.
Yeah, you can see that he's all charged up, all boosted with those drinks as well as painkillers. So it's either one of them that might just fall. But Bullshark definitely have a little bit of advantage because they can move right in towards the middle where they soak a little bit less damage as compared to Avi. A couple of nades being popped out as well just to pressurize Avi right inside of the walls.
That was the last nade.
Trying to charge in, trying to pressure them. Slowly moving forward, might just go in for the hunt, and there goes the blue, and here comes Avi getting ready to heal up. Immediately pops out the first aid kit, and they are running into the middle already. Tron soaking a little bit more damage, and that will be with the first 8 being expended for the first time from the side of Avi, and Tron's racing against time as well, popping up the Mat Kit, getting a little bit more advantage in terms of the boost. Here comes the first 8 one more time. It might just be Avi cutting this one off. He still have 4 more to go, 3 more as we see, and he's gonna tie things up against Tron right now. Could be either side as we try to conclude our match right now.
Oh my goodness, that was so close for Avi.
That was way too close. But Bullshark, Bullshark, they managed to secure the final chicken dinner of the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge online ranking session.
That was an epic closing for our last and final game. Avi almost hit it, but just one of them, was it Tron or Joe, just charged right in while the other one was healing himself. Avi can actually win that last game if they didn't make a move for Bullshark team, but they just really go in.
Oh yeah, and I gotta say that this is just the best way to end the whole show on match number 8. Arango CTP has already concluded. Now we gotta tabulate the scores, and my oh my, the start of the show
that
definitely
was so
Bullshark.
heated up.
And Kronten. I guess Kronten's side, they didn't really expect that sort of result. We saw members just rotating in and out, and ARXY, we thought that he had it all in the bag because they were controlling the tallest point in the tower, but he gets spotted out by Bullshark members, and even from the back there was also Mitchel, but Mitchel getting mated out by the rest of Bullshark.
But I do love how Bullshark really want to take Dita's team down because they want to deny the points that will be taken by Dita's team because they were on a rampage. These two teams, it was so obvious that they're aiming for the kills. And Bullshark just denied it straight away when they wiped off Dita's team, who almost wiped Bullshark at first. They have been going at it for 10 minutes or so.
Yep, definitely longer than 10 minutes in that sense. And this is the second chicken dinner for the side of Bullshark. And he's not the only one that secured a two chicken dinner streak in that sense.
Dita's team.
But that was just a really great fight between Dita as well as their squad right in the middle of the stinky where it was like it's either you or me in that sort of moment.
And one more thing, did you saw how much they killed for Bullshark team? It was double-digit kills. Literally. I don't think it hit the 20s kills yet, but I do know it's more than 10.
Yep, definitely more than 10 if I remember correctly. It was about 17 if I remember correctly. So who knows?
You did remember. You just read it just now.
Did I? Well,
Don't lie to me.
we're gonna find out anyways later on. But we gotta say that it has been a great ride from start to finish from match 1. We've already seen so many epic matches as well as some of the highlights coming from RawKnee. We can call it the RawKnee Island from now. It's no longer the Respawn Island.
It's
and
your
later on,
island.
we see him climbing up towards the Mount Stalber, and he made it all the way in towards the final few moments. I gotta say mad respect for him as well as everyone who participated in the online ranking session. And we might just finish the game, but we want to find out what's the result. And I know that you've got a long list of those chicken dinners. Maybe we can remind ourselves, for those of you guys watching back at home, from match number 1 all the way to match number 8 if you guys missed any sort of games at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna recap that out for you. Dita's team won themselves that first chicken dinner of any tournaments for today, and that was yesterday. And they got themselves for the second chicken dinner other than Kronten. While the third game, we got NIKITANGA for that chicken, and Bullshark got their first chicken dinner yesterday for the last match. And the same goes for today. The last match for today, they managed to get the second one. Well, right now we're looking at the leaderboard. Bullshark's team actually got themselves 280 points in total. That's 69 kills!
69 is a magical number, and Bullshark definitely topping off the boards with a better positioning. And look at Dita, just 4 points short. They managed to knock it out. So this is just a little bit of a bitter rivalry. They are the only two teams to break that 200 mark. And of course, Gareebooo coming at third place with a total of 148.
And other than that, we're looking at fourth placement. Kronten has been superbly amazing. 139 points, not that much of kill, but still at the mid-tier here to the fourth. RawKnee was amazing, got themselves finally one chicken dinner before we ended up today with 190 points. Mitchel got themselves 6th placement, 170 points. NIKITANGA, 150, not that much difference between 5th to 7th place. While we have Dynamo Gaming got themselves 8th place with 109 points. 16 kills in total.
Yep, and over on the side of Rollexxx climbing back up towards the 9th place. It's going to be 95 points for the side of the high rollers, while Sinchuan will come in at 10th place with 91, followed by Kaichi with 80 points in total, and Kissel 99 will be settling out for 66 points on 12th place. Gareebooo, the RawKnee, HR Alice, as well as Sulin will make up 13th place all the way to 16. Now Sulin, so far they've only managed 1 kill on his side, so who knows? He does not have much options when it comes to the falling stages, but these are our kill leaders standing before our eyes.
Bullshark secure himself to make sure that he holds the crown no matter what. With that 24 points high, and that bragging rights is all on him. Dita didn't have to obey when she's being denied entirely by Bullshark himself. 18 points in total at 2nd placement there.
Yep, and not only that, we have Kissel 99 with a total of 10 kills, followed by Gareebooo with 8, RXY with 6. So we can see all these even number scores for all these guys securing the top 5 in terms of getting those kills for the gaming creators. So we gotta say congratulations once again to Bullshark for pulling off that clutch, knocking out Dita to second place as they currently sit on towards the first spot. And now that concludes our online ranking session.
Yep, the first place get the right of bragging and none other than choosing themselves the professional teams as they get to decide the order of the pros team who will be playing with them. And it will be on our reality show session.
That's right, speaking of the reality TV show, we have a short announcement to make for the following segment of the PMSC 2019. Of course, the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge will have the Road to Stardom reality TV show will be filmed over onto August in Taiwan pretty soon, and the first episode will be aired on YouTube on August the 16th. There'll be a total of 6 episodes as I mentioned early on, so we're gonna see how they're gonna fare against each other, and when they meet up, are they gonna be fist fights, are they gonna be hand actions, or are they just gonna be a whole lot of struggle? And I'm pretty sure it is going to be fun, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yep, and very interesting. But before that, I want to thank everybody who has been supporting us from the start. For you guys who are watching from YouTube, I have one thing to say to you. It will be Mujhe tumse pyar hai. You guys know what it means. It means I love you and aku sayang kamu. Thank you for supporting us and watching us till the end. But before that, we have to also thank you our sponsors, which is hosted by VSPN.
And of course, it is authorized by Tencent Games as well as PUBG Corporation.
Presented by Google Play.
And of course, last but not least, we have all the games exclusively on YouTube. So make sure you guys watch out for your favorite stars out there, as well as all these gaming creators who will be playing out in the PMSC following bouts in the Road to Stardom, which will happen in August. So we're not going to say goodbye because we're going to see you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in August.